it's a foul. It should be. It should have been cancelled. But let's be honest, Arsenal have been doing that on the keepers all season. So it's just the irony that the team that's been doing it the most, that literally fouled the keeper the most throughout the season, they decide to we're gonna decide to actually penalise these fouls now. In favour of the team that be doing it the entire season. So I'm just gonna leave it as that. That's why everyone's pissed off. Is that they've been doing that the whole season, and then once the other team does it, they get the penalty overturned. Well, they get the goal overturned. But I feel like literally half of the Arsenal goals you see there's been literal fouls. So yeah. To be fair, welcome Adams. Yeah, I'm just trying to generate some things first because I want to have a good JSON. They can talk about things, and I'm happy to learn with you guys as well. But yeah, Paul as well. I'll be doing this till 10 PM, so I've got a good about 3.5 hours, which is not too bad. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Made it onto the leaderboard for no move in Jersey. Jeff, to be fair. I still need to get on a leaderboard for the moving on Minnesota, to be fair. It will come. I had bad seeds yesterday, to be honest, and I wasn't as locked in. But I've been getting PBs, which is the main thing, though, at least. Welcome in, Dan. Hope all is well. Good to see you here. Are you taking part in the Dutch competition thing? Is it happening in Hilversum or something? Or is that what the final's meant to be? I don't remember. Are you taking part in that, or are you just aware of it? So I know a lot of Dutch players are in that, of course. Condis is in it, Inti, and Rallius is playing. Last time I checked over. I am, yeah, not qualified for it. Yeah, he lost to Rallius, yeah, very fair. And Nikolai, yeah. Nikolai one caught me off guard a little bit. Bro's just going to win the Dutch tournament. That would be quite funny. Does he have family in Netherlands, or did he just sign up for the fun? It's, he's available to play in it, because I don't know what the legislation was. He lives in Netherlands. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Yeah, I thought he just lived in Poland. That's interesting. That's pretty cool then. That makes a lot of sense, to be fair. Yeah, I'm just gonna check all this stuff in case it's some shit that might be handpicked. Stop playing with my mic. What do you mean by that? I've literally not touched my mic. What are you guys on about? I'm not touching my mic. What's wrong with my mic? I don't understand what you're talking about. I've literally... Are you hearing some bad noise or something? I was listening back to the video and it was fine. I was recording today and it was fine. It is very sensitive, but that's normal. Let me just turn it on and off again. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, let me know when it cracks. Just let me know when it cracks. When you say, stop playing on mic, I feel like you're telling me I'm moving it around and shit. And I'm messing about when I wasn't. But you were just talking about, there was some weird sound stuff going on. That's good. Thank you for the heads up, though. I didn't know you were joking or not. But hopefully it's a bit better now. I welcome in Chris. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing sorted quickly and then start generating. Just going to weigh up certain roads first, I think. How have I missed this random isolated shit thing out? Let's do that. But yeah, did any of you guys watch the APAC this Sunday? I didn't manage to catch much of it. I watched some of Amon's games back, but didn't manage to watch as much because I was busy and out for most of the morning. Who qualified again? It was like Sheena, Trabota. Who were the other two again? Kirania and the China one of the China lads. What's he called again? My brain's gone blank. Ling Ding. That's it. Yep. Yeah, at least I'm happy that at least Amon's still in the play-ins. He's still got a great chance, but obviously automatic qualifying is obviously a guarantee. Whereas like the play-ins, you just have a bad day and that's it, you know. And also I don't know where he finished in the league, so I have no idea. AKA, who is it? Oh, Jeff. Average Bagwell Bailey comment. That is funny. Yeah. Yeah, I was just chilling yesterday, and I did stream some US in the evening, but it was only for a little bit. I was like just introducing some place names and then played some seeds for a couple hours or so. But then the seeds were quite bad, and I was also getting quite tired. But I did get like a sub 4. I've had at least, I think I had 3 sub 5s now. Doing what's it? The US, the Minnesota stuff, which is nice. I did record like a moving video for US, and I might have had the worst seed of all time. Like it was pinpointable, but the amount of moving I had to do was ridiculous. But then again, it isn't surprising when I did intersection guesses. So, but that should be probably coming out tomorrow. I low-key should learn downtown Santa Cruz roads for multis. I mean, one thing I'm noticing, I'm starting to forget about coverage meters and road learning meters. And there's certain countries that just haven't really studied roads. Like I haven't really studied Bolivia properly at all, like a proper dense breakdown. So that's why I want to like introduce it a bit today. But there's more like random roads than I realised in Bolivia, which is interesting. But yeah, just trying to avoid like the big cities and the stuff in the mountains right now. I'm not gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm just yeah, don't send me any JSONs yet, but I generate things my own way. So please don't question my methods of the way I go about things, because I'm just gonna do it anyway. But yeah, I'm just like getting some polygons, so I'm making it densely generated. So like I know I've got a really good dense JSON. I don't like rushing this sort of thing, but yeah, I guess I'll just do this for now. I mean, I don't care about that urban area. Like I said, the urban stuff I'm not really that asked about at the moment anyway. That's like for a different time. But the main thing is like when I know it's not in the hills, where do I go? Like I want to get that sorted out. I actually know where coverage is as well, because I feel like my memorization of road coverage in Bolivia is pretty bad as well. So it'd be good to like obviously get that sorted. And yeah, like coverage learning like Arge I need to do again. Like I didn't realise like there was a road in Swords that had small cam now, and it really threw me off. Yeah, I do like making a lot of polygons because I just want my coverage to be dense, you know. I want it to make sure it's dense. Hopefully not as dense. Well, hopefully it's not as dense as my IQ. What the fuck is this? Bro, what the fuck is that? Never seen that before. But yeah, I just do it my own way. I do this for a lot of countries. I just make sure like when I do generate, I generate it really densely when it's a coverage merchant country. I should have done this like ages. I should have done this before the stream, but I didn't. The recording took longer than than planned. As you can imagine, it was kind of a long one if you're spending 5 minutes just to get to info. First time I've had to use fast forward in a video, that's for sure. Yo, thank you for the 10 streak, Jeff Bot. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll just do this. Yeah, I do like my polygons, yeah. So pretty much I'm just trying to like split into bits and then generate it, and then it should be all dense. And when I mean all dense, I mean where I won't be complaining about the, you know, the coverage stuff. I can probably ignore. I mean, the one is I might have to break down the one. I feel like anything like to downtown I ignore. So like I think from here I could ignore everything there. But yeah, like I said, this is the first day. So like I said, I don't really like throw myself into guides. Like I'd rather just generate coverage and have a JSON where it's very dense, and then I can kind of problem solve it, you know, my own way, and then refer to notes or any ways to problem solve it. I don't like throwing in information straight away. If I'm being honest, like I'd rather just do it my own methods. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's area around the paths is taking a little bit longer because there's random roads and shit like here for some reason. Don't know why, but sure. I guess I'd just do this. Like I said, the urban stuff I'm not too arsed about. I don't think I've used Map Generator for like a couple of weeks, to be fair. So, yeah, I think anything north of the 1 I'm going to ignore for now. So like, so now I just need to do the main road. Maybe I just stop from here, split it from here, and then do the other bit as a separate one. Because pretty much I'm trying to do everything avoiding the hills today, or at least have a JSON for it. If I don't get through all of it, like anything like east of Potosi, I'm ignoring, but west I'm including. Like, this is fine. But I feel like that road I'd rather have separate, so I don't know why I did that. Just do this, I guess. Yeah, that's true, but I'd rather just do it this way. I mean, it takes time, but I know when I do it, I'll be happy enough. So that's why I take my time with this type of thing. The valley stuff, like I always, whenever I set it up, it just bloody goes wrong somehow, or something happens. But I don't want to be fucking about with coding. It's just not my thing to do, or compute, whatever method. I just rather do my own way. And like I said, I'm doing it to fuck a dense JSON. Like it's not just to play on a map, you know. I'm like it's meant to be like as dense as I want it to be. But yeah, it'll be fine. Welcome in Ocean Prairie, hope all is well. Hope things are going good, man. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore this road for now. I don't think I missed any random road that comes out, no. So yeah, I'll just do the rest of this one. Like I said, I would do like the other bits another day. Like I think I'll like one day I'll like make sure like this is clean and make sure all like around Santa Cruz it's clean. Then another day where like you got the Cochabamba, Sucre, all this kind of shit covered. And there's the Paz Roulette as well. But my main issue right now is I feel way too NPC and like kind of, especially this area, and also like this area, I'm sometimes just don't know which roads have coverage. So ideally, I want to like have a proper way up on these things. But yeah, thank you for the 40 stream streak, by the way, Clayton. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, also I've realised we've reached 2,000 followers, by the way. I think we've reached 2k followers, which is awesome. So thank you guys for the amazing support. It does mean a lot. So many people are interested in you know what I'm up to and join in for the fun of it, you know, with the streams. Does mean a lot. Yep, so I don't know if I include the 4. Do I include the 4? I'm not sure, Jeff. I feel like I ignore everything east of Aurora, I guess. Yeah, let's do this, I guess. Cheers, Jeff. Yeah, I think I was quite close to 2K for a bit. But I only realised that literally yesterday when I finished stream. So is that everything? I think that's everything that I wanted to include. I mean, the 6, I said I'm excluding. So, like, anything around Aurora, like east of Aurora and east of Potosi, I'm excluding. There is this road. Maybe I should include that road. Because it's south of it. And then I think we'll go for generating. So, check only areas with blue lines. We'll do front of car for now. If we need to flip it round for smudges, if that's even a thing, then we can. But I'm just going to do front of car for driving direction, maybe first. But yeah, I think I've included everything. Let me just check there's no random roads I've missed, because I think there might be some like random pockets, yeah, like here, for example. Some of this might be trekkers, or generates as trekkers. So I'm just going to make sure I include those in case it somehow generates it on official coverage. And yeah, there's some random like trekker stuff in there. I mean, that's probably not really useful. But with stuff like Moving World, we get the craziest like hand-picked trekker locations sometimes. It makes you question. I think I've definitely had trekker locks in Moving World, unless I'm thinking of official. But I don't think I don't need to worry about much else. Like, there's so many random ones. I mean, these museums are just trekkers, so I probably don't need to worry about it. I'm just seeing what's in blue that I can spot. Have I missed anything blatantly obvious, guys? Do you do it this way? So you, I just generate enough. Like, I just leave it for a bit and let it generate enough, and then when it looks dense enough, then I'll be done. Probably get rid of the markers because that can take a bit of the lag. And I think I've included everything. It depends. I mean, I just kind of like let it generate, and some will just stop generating when it becomes too dense, because it doesn't have enough space to keep generating, if that makes sense. So I think we're good to generate. Let me know, guys. Is there any random area I'm missing? Obviously, the Torridge stuff I'm ignoring. There's nothing here that I'm missing, like near the border. I mean, there is a random trekker probably here. That's irrelevant. Is there anything I'm missing? I feel like there isn't. I'm just worried that I'm missing something obvious. Obviously, border leaks I'm not going to worry about for now. I mean, I could include. I mean, bruh, doesn't really matter. It's a border leak anyway. Yeah, I think I've included everything. I mean, this is just bulk coverage in it. Yeah. I mean, if I include Trek, I might as well include that for the bands, but I feel like you just never know on hand-picked maps, bro. Won't actually know if this place exists. This is probably just trekker coverage, though. I assume it's not proper coverage, so it shouldn't really generate. Yeah, that's just a boat. I assume that's just boat coverage, but it looks like it might not be here. Right. Let's make sure I'm including everything, and then stuff that doesn't generate, then I know it's going to be trekker. I can just put in a different JSON. And if anybody knows like any coverage that is invisible, then let me know, where you can't see the lines, but it is, you know, just hidden. But yeah, I think that will have to do. Yeah, let's just generate now. So what I'll do is I'll just put I'll put 10k as the maximum. because some rows are longer. But we can just let it generate in the background, and then can yap. Then once that's done, then I can actually start weighing shit up properly. Because the thing is, like, this, I don't want to just learn a row by looking at 2 panels, you know. I want to actually look, because it can change. And I worry about that with Bolivia, because I haven't really looked into it too hardly. I want to see, like, if there's overlap with, like, any coverage, like any year or month coverage on the same stretches and so on. I ideally want to find out stuff like that. Yep, so how do I do it one at a time? Or do I do it multiple ones? I just do it all at once and just see what happens. If everything crashes, then unlucky bezel. But I think it should be fine. I will just let it do its thing. But yeah, like I say, I'm just making sure like I have a baseline for it where I know I've generated the way I wanted it to generate, because I'm not really wanting to like faff about with Valley and then generate it all, then realize this is not what I want, you know. So, but yeah, we'll just let it generate for a bit, and if it starts slowing down, then we'll reduce it to like maybe like 5k or something, but just let it run. So does tracing around each road speed up the generating? Yeah, because you're covering like a smaller area. And also like it's the roads with only, it's also like you're only looking at where the blue lines are in the polygons. I click that option, it makes it go quicker. I mean, for like random roads, it's fine. For urban rounds, I don't know if it's that good. I'm not sure. If you want to have dense coverage, I'm not sure how useful it is. But if you want to generate things quickly, just have a general idea, it's pretty handy. But for playing on a map, maybe it's a bit more questionable if it's more dense. There was like an option on the pause section. Obviously, I don't want to mess about now because it might lag if I hit pause when it's not ready. But there should be an option on the right. Let me check if I can open another tab somewhere. I can let you know. Give me a second. So Adam, so you see where it says marker settings. So you have coverage settings, location settings, map making settings. You know, on the right. You have like Gen 4 update ticked, Gen 2 or Gen 3 update ticked, and new road ticked, and Gen 1 update ticked. Just untick all of that. And then I think it should be fine. Then try it out. Because I think that's what I did. Unless I did something extra, I think that's what you do. Yep, no worries. Because I realised that. I had that on, and I realised that it wasn't lagging anywhere near as bad. Because I think when it got to around 10k, when I got to around generating 10k, that's when my PC started to lag with it. But yeah, we'll just let these things generate. To be fair. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday. Like I say, I'm coming with it obviously with lowered expectations, and I just want to have just have fun and see how I do with a different approach. But like I say, I think at this point, like, it just requires that much of a miracle. There's just no point in stressing about it. Just like look forward to the week. Don't force things on my plate and just see what happens. You never know. You never know. Like, I remember practicing, I was helping Moo out to warm up for the thing on Sunday, I think before his semi-final game. And I think, like I said, I wasn't playing perfect, but I was playing quite well. I felt like I was more mentally fresh, which was really nice. Like, you know, sometimes you make bad guesses, but like sometimes you just feel like you're just head's gone, or not like you've lost your shit, but it feels like it's very hard to concentrate, or you keep making the wrong decisions. Whereas like when I was actually, you know, helping him warm up, I realised like I'm actually feeling a lot better whilst actually playing. And I feel like I'm not really a person who's made for spamming games. I just don't think that's my style. Like, I need to play more games and obviously build it up, but in terms of competitive games and 1v1s, it's a bad idea to spam. I think it just causes more problems than better. Rather save it for, you know, important periods. And also like just like grinding last minute. Obviously I'm learned that this season that it was a mistake to grind, you know, revise things, even if you have a 3 or 2 week window. it's not really a 3 or 2 week window, to be honest. You kind of have to act like you're playing every week like last season, and I think that was one of my mistakes coming into the World League this season, unfortunately. But also just things didn't go to plan. Like I feel like I wasn't, I didn't feel, I don't think I was prepared enough coming into it anyway either. As much as I was grinding hard, of course, I still think I left it a bit too late. But I think the uncertainty of like not knowing if I was in the qualifiers or automatically in the World League and not knowing when kind of really made me unsettled, and I didn't really know what to do in those like 2 months. Especially after the World Cup. Like obviously I was doing some random things before the World Cup finals as a distraction, but after the World Cup I found it really hard to know what I was preparing for. And that was the problem. Like usually if you give me like a sheet of paper, it's like, okay, this is what all the format's gonna be, and these how the mode's gonna be, and this is what you need to work on. It's like, yeah, that's straightforward. But before it's like, I don't know if I was gonna be in the qualifiers, I don't know what's gonna happen with moving, I don't know when the qualifiers are going to be. I don't know where the World League's going to start. And the information I got from the World League is that it was going to start really early, which it never did. And it was just an absolute mess. It didn't give me any breathing space either, which is what I needed to. The lack of breathing space is probably what fucked me over more than the actual, grinding, if anything. The lack of breathing space made the grinding more brutal, if anything. Just like a knock-on effect, really. You need that breathing space, especially after like grinding. Like I said, I had a pretty good year last year, really. It was just I feel like I was quite unlucky, really, to not be in the finals with how I played in the league in the first season. But the format's the format, you got to just play to the format, and the fact I finished 12 out of 40 people, and then there was these one-hit events that I wasn't even in, is how I got knocked down. It was kind of a bit rough, of course. But then the wild card I didn't play well. But I feel like after the season finished, I feel my form started to dip in the build-up. I mean, to be honest with you, I think I did all right. I definitely could have. I feel like I should have done a bit better in the moment, but I think it was one of those games where it could have gone either way. And it just didn't go my direction, and the NPZ never really was. I wasn't performing well enough the NPZ against Lenley, but ever since that, I just feel like my form's just fallen off a cliff in the main competitions, at least. I feel like my best form was like that kind of midway season of the last season of the World League last year. I don't think I've reached that kind of like form for a bit. And people say, yeah, people got better, but I don't know. I feel like I've just been suffering from fatigue for a very long time. And when you suffer with fatigue, everything's forced, and I don't know. I feel like I need like space to actually recover, which I can now. Which is why I'm just kind of doing some more laid back, fun things. Let's take a look at what this is looking like. I would change to maybe 4K. Maybe 5K, because there's some that are close to 4K. Okay, please don't like that, please. That'll not be great. But yeah, like this stuff, like if I wasn't able to generate stuff like this, bro, I would hate playing GeoGuessr. Low key. That's why I'm so happy. I'm so like happy to have like a PC. Like it's really helpful for like being able to like generate JSONs and stuff and do things the way I want to do it, and not suffer with like extreme lag all the time like I had on my laptop. Like, first time I played GeoGuessr, I had a really shitty laptop, had the worst internet of all time, and yeah, I had like switched between 2 Wi-Fi's on an island for context. It was kind of crazy. And I had the worst PC, the worst laptop ever, that I had to only play NNPZ because it would literally lag too badly on the no move, which is crazy. Welcome in, J River. Hope all is well. Yeah, I assume this stuff is the zeros is Trekker. Yeah, all the zeros is Trekker, even though it's one that might be the leak, I'm guessing. But yeah, there's some that I can tell that I've stopped. But yeah, as some done, it speeds up the rate as well. And the more that get done, the faster the ones tend to go. But yeah, right now, River, we're just letting things generate and just chilling and just chatting. Yeah, because I think like I play Marcus first, don't I? And then I play either Blinky or Lenley. And regardless of how the Marcus game goes, it'd be really nice to play a Blinky or Lenley. It would just be nice to play them and just see how it goes. But yeah, the only way I can qualify now is I have to get 4 points to get to 5, which I think ties me with Rallius. But then Rallius needs to get nothing, quite essentially. And then I'll have a better win to loss ratio, I think, if I win. If I have a 3 or a 3 or a 3-1, I think I'll have a bit of a better win ratio, I think. And then even then, like, if anybody who's like between me and Rallius gets 3 points, then I'm out anyway. So it's technically possible, but with how this season has gone, it's just unrealistic. But you never know. Me being laid back and just not throwing things at myself all the time might actually do me a lot better this coming week. Or I just won't be. I might not be sharp enough. Who knows what can happen? But either way, anything could happen. I mean, Geomango, I think like the expectations need to be like expectations are extremely low at this point. Like, it's that out of my hands. It will require a miracle. If a miracle happens, then amazing. But if it doesn't, then it just is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna put any pressure on myself worrying about I have a chance. Like, it's that out of my hands. Just enjoy the final week and to see if I can do well in the final week. And if I get 4 points, then yes, there's a chance. But if I've not got to 3 points for 4 weeks, do I really deserve to qualify? Even if I might be a bit unlucky, no, I don't. So if I get 4 points, the only way I can get in is because of people, fuck up, quite essentially. Not necessarily fuck up, but just have a bad week, which is a big ask on the final week where a lot of people are fighting for their lives, Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if it's the qualifiers next year, then honestly, anything could bloody happen. I could be a top 10 player by then and just have a bad day, or just blunder one round and I'm fucked. And we don't even know what they're going to do next year. We don't know if they're going to change the way they did the qualifiers. They never really have changed it, besides one subtle change, which makes moving a little bit more important. But I don't know. It's just it's that unpredictable. It's that far ahead. It's best, to think about the present and get the YouTube going, get the Twitch going, and be active in that space, and then kind of enjoy the grinding again and build it up slowly and naturally. How much are you planning to grind until next season? I mean, right now I'm not trying to think too much of it. Welcome in, Disney. Hope all is well. So right now, I think for me, I'm just trying to make sure I'm enjoying playing GeoGuessr, and I'm getting content out and streaming. But after the World League ends, I will be doing more of a natural build up of things like moving. I want to play a lot of moving, and also Minnesota. I'm also doing US grinding. I want to get a lot better at US moving, and obviously I'm doing some state specific things as well for fun. And also it helps me do some fun mini speedrun competitions with people like the Snoots, who's in chat now, and it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to get that enjoyment back. And after the World League, I think one of my main goals is to get much better at vegetation. Whether it's to do with identifying plants, naming plants, and just being able to apply it better in very important situations where you need to apply it better, for very hard country or even continent roulettes, or just in general where a country that gets coverage all the time, like a Brazil or Mexico, is that I'm not, I might not be up to date with a certain area having some coverage, or I might misremember some car stuff, and vegetation and combining things together might be already enough without the car and stuff like that. Same with Argentina. If Argentina starts getting small cam everywhere, which is kind of is getting, then learning how to what the cacti is and certain vegetation might be handy for Raj all of a sudden, even more than it is now. So, and obviously I think Peru's probably underrated too. Like, it's just like being able to be better with plant identification, being better with name terminology, and being better at applying it when I need to apply it. And that's something I can't do in the short term. Welcome in Hernorth, hope all is well. Yep, I mean, I think this is almost done, generate. I'll give it like 1 minute, I'll download the JSON. But yeah, vegetation is like a long-term thing I want to work on. And I'm going to do like some side quests of building up certain coverage countries. So like Bolivia, I want to like perfect some coverage countries again. Like Bolivia I haven't really done, but something like Botswana, getting the quote easier countries out of the way, but people just don't revise it enough, then just misremember roads that are 3 points. And I just want to get some countries done. I want to be clean with Ukraine, for example. Like I want to be like, right, Ukraine's probably not going to get coverage for a very long time. Let's get this bloody country sorted. Let's do the more rural stuff first, the main roads first. Then start weighing up the urban and actually do it properly and not give it only 2 weeks, give it a month, give it the time it needs. And don't do it too repetitive, space it out. So when you do come back to it, you will forget things, but it's better than doing it very regularly for a whole week, then leaving it a month. And I feel like that's worse than doing it if you do it like once every once a week or even like twice a week, and then leave it a week, like at some point. I need to be building it up naturally. Bolivia will get coverage soon, but that's not my problem. When it gets coverage soon, I will get a JSON with the new coverage and I will learn the new coverage. And I don't know if I recall correctly, but wasn't it meant to be only urban areas, guys? The rumours? And yeah, Formosa's got a lot of small cam. There was small cam in like a north-south road in Salta that caught me off guard as well recently. But yeah, obviously the coverage lane is really, really, really useful. I need to like do better with that. Like I said, I will do like big country conquests kind of. So like I said with YouTube, there's a lot of ways I can go about it. Like I might do like a skill test kind of like videos as well, where we like every month or so maybe we would like do some sort of skill test and then review and see, okay, what have we done good, what have we done shit, how have we done over time. And I feel that'd be fun for you guys to like see how you're doing as well. But I might do that for countries, I might do that for general global stuff as well. What is the easiest country? I mean, it depends what you classify as easy, because like what makes a country easy to learn. If you class like coverage learning countries the easiest for you to learn, then obviously stuff like I would say like Kazakhstan's definitely one of the easiest to learn in terms of the roads. Even with the cars being blurred now, I would still say it's definitely one of the easiest countries in the game. If you want to exclude big countries, you could say technically Jordan's probably the easiest or something like that, but it's really hard to decide because it really depends on how you go about learning countries. Like if you're thinking about coverage learning, like something like Kazakhstan would be quite straightforward. If you've had experience with identifying car differences, using cloud coverage, using cloud patterns to guess 50-50s on roads that have very similar season coverage, the same road direction, like all these like aspects you practice on coverage merchant situations, then yes. But in terms of like country identification, like big countries, then it's really up for debate. I think the easiest country to be semi-decent at fairly quickly for a new player is Canada. I think Canada is the easiest big dense country that isn't just about, which isn't only coverage merchanting. I'm gonna be honest, everyone says that Kazakhstan coverage is coming out soon, but it hasn't. I think Kazakhstan's worth it. I think like if you know the seasonal stuff, like Kazakhstan's worth learning, but for a more new player, I think just make sure you get your country consistency good first. And actually do things like in regions, like get better at South America first, get better at identifying countries in South America, get better at identifying countries in Asia, get better at identifying countries in Europe, And then once you've kind of got to that point where you kind of then also figuring out those roulettes with Philippines and, you know, somewhere in South America, then you can go, okay, what big countries can I do? And I think the big countries you should do that can help you improve it quickly. You might not be a master at it, but stuff like Canada's got plenty. Brazil's got a lot of good stuff. Even though you're not going to be a Brazil pro, it's got a high ceiling of improvement for a beginner if you give it the time. Australia's got a lot of good stuff as well, but it's like, what determines you being good? Like, is it you know, like, you want to be like very consistent at it, like you want to get 4.7, 4.8Ks, or do you just want to get the rough state or area? Like, it really depends. Like, I think, like, when I say my strongest country is Brazil, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm good, but I'm not like a top 5 player, so I'm not a specialist, so I want to get better. So I'm good at the UK because I know more cities there. That's good. That's definitely good. But in more rural rounds, I think it's a completely different ball game. The UK, if you don't have architecture and you kind of have to go off landscape, it's doable. But I think a lot of people underestimate UK when you don't have the urban stuff. But yeah, UK is pretty. UK I used to be good at. I think I'm making a lot of blunders recently. Bro, why do you have to give me that redeem, man? Right. Oh, Jeff. Right, I'll only do that once. I'm not doing another one. Righty-o. I've had a redeem to speak like a southerner for 3 minutes. That is very unfortunate. Let me take a look at my watch and see where the arms are pointing. 7:19, to be fair. Let's go to the map making app and type in Bolivia and put Bolivia Gen 3 normal coverage. I do wonder if there are some stereotypical biases to my accent. But there we go. 97,000 locations. To be fair. Bolivia Gen 4. Not quite Bezo. Unless I've missed some coverage updates. I don't remember Bolivia getting Gen 4. Right. Now, let's clear the markers and erase the generated locations. And let's click Find Tracker Coverage. And start. I will leave this going for quite a while. But it's not even registering my start button. Okay. Okay, it is working, I think. I'll leave that to do its thing. Okay. Let's draw a polygon. Auto tag with year. No, we'll auto tag it with the month, actually. Let's refresh. To be fair. Hopefully this JSON will look very scrumptious when we tag all these pins. Isn't that a square? To be fair, you might be right. It's not even a squircle, to be fair. But yep, it is a square. It's not quite pi r squared, is it? To be fair. Why not all the country? Because if you are wondering, I am splitting Bolivia grinding into smaller fragments, and I want to get better when it is a lot more dry, deserty, and more looking like nobody wants to live there, you know. So on another day, we will do the more mountainous stuff towards, like, you know, east of Oruro, you know, near north of La Paz, and maybe some Sucre action. Thank you. Got some chip butty, to be fair. Missing a scone, that is unlucky. If only we had a scone, that would have been formidable. Chris Kamara. But yep, so pretty much we'll be leaving, you know, the La Pazes, the Cochabambas, the Sucres, and the Tarijas, and the Santa Cruz for another session, just to make sure we, you know, cover the dry shit. 3 minutes. I believe it has been 3 minutes. Thank you for letting me know. Cheers, Jeff. Bolivia. Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's almost done this anyway. That chip is hot, Jeff. Jesus Christ. It's not a pizza, guys, for once, you know? I'm just saying. Surely you must be proud. Surely you must be proud. What part are you from? The north? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm northern. But, yeah, so, like, pretty much, like, the nearest, like, cities... The nearest city to me is Manchester. The closest town to me is Oldham and Huddersfield. And... yeah, but I'm not associated with any of that. I'm a local in my local village, and no one can tell me otherwise. And if you're saying from Lancaster, they can jump off a cliff, because I am Yorkshire, not Lancaster. Why would I want to be the Red Rose shit? Let's be real. And don't call me a mank. I will unfriend you if you call me a mank. For football and, you know, sense of belonging reasons. I live near southern London. Nice. Oh, London. Oh, Jeff. I kind of meme out London on here. So if you hear any disses on London, I apologise in advance. But you know, it is south, and there is obviously the north and south humour on my streams and stuff. This was worth every point. I have 61k points left, so you know what you can expect in the streams. Yep. Yeah, definitely don't try and spam it today. I don't want to be doing the Southerner that often. Especially when I want to do some kind of studies. Because I kind of have to put on, like, an act almost, to be fair. But yeah, have you speed run Southern London, by the way? Have you done, like, any London speed runs out of curiosity? Or is that too much torture for, like, just difficulty and because it's London? But yeah, obviously this is Gen 4 Peru, so I can get rid of that, so that's fine. Is one per stream okay? Yes, but if somebody does it much later, then I might do it. But if you do it, like, back to back, then I'll probably just delay it. I'll just say, like, I'll refund it. Or do it later. I don't live inside of London, but just outside of it. Yeah, I mean, if you were inside of it, then yeah, maybe there'd be something wrong with your DNA. Maybe I'm joking. But yeah, let's weigh this up. So, what is this coverage? This obviously is this the truck border thing? So it's just that this still has coverage. So, oh, Jeff. Yeah, so this is just the bridge stuff. But we've got the black car, so it's just a border leak. Yes, that's free. That's just Peru. That's literally just Peru, so I could just delete that, I think. That's literally just Peru, but border leaked. I mean, I'll keep it because, I don't know, it's not in the... It's still technically in Bolivia, so... Yep, right. I'm going to weigh up, like, month by month. And weigh it up that way. What's the actual smallest one? So this is the main road, right? Because obviously it's a split road. Obviously this is urban. Like, this is free. I just want to know, like, if it becomes, like, singular at some point. Like, that's obviously... Yeah, because like I say, is the cloud coverage... Does the cloud coverage vary depending what side of the road you're on? Or is it always on the same side of the road? No. Wait, has it just generated the one side? Or is it because, like, it's a different month? Maybe it's a different month, the other side. Yeah, the other side's the other month. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's free anyway. I shouldn't worry about the split road. London is expensive. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, pickpocketing merchants. Yeah, I would not want to live in London. I don't see the appeal unless, you know, you got people live, you got family there, or you're just there to make money, I guess. Like, I don't understand the lure, honestly. Welcome in, Riley. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm just going to compare, like, the coverage on this side. So the coverage does change through the clouds a bit here, doesn't it? Kind of clears up towards Pataka Maya. So I could just put, like, a tag, maybe it just clears up. I mean, this is actually the main road, so I'll just put clears up near Pataka Maya. Yeah, I mean... It's nice not being super out of the way, especially if it fucks up your internet connection. But I don't want to be in a city. I like being much more on the outdoors, like close. Like I'd say, like where I am, it's pretty nice. Like I can literally just go. I literally can just go on like the moors and the Peak District very easily. Yeah, that's nice too, Riley. Do you do much, like, any runs or any walking or anything, Riley? Do you do any exercise, like, sport-wise? Like, outdoors? Just out of curiosity. Or is that not your thing? Because everyone's different, of course. But yeah, it definitely clears up here, because up here it's a bit more darker clouds, yeah. So like, this is clear, but then it kind of becomes a bit more... Yeah, it becomes a bit more cloudy again. But it's kind of still a bit more clear than what we had before, I think. And the angle, again, the angle's different as well, so... This should just be free. Yeah, there is some random smeg on this bit, though. Maybe the smeg I need to remember. There's a bit of a smeg on the lens, but this is a single road, though. Yeah, so there's like some raindrop stuff. So the raindrop stuff starts somewhere around here. So raindrops stuff east of Panduro, question mark. I need to put my what do I put it here? My camera. Maybe that's for the better. Yeah, because they might like exist, but I feel like here you start seeing like a blur, so that could be handy for going east of Panduro. Yeah, but like I say, it's not always got the thing though. That's the thing. But if I see raindrops, I know I'm gonna go more east to Caracolo. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that shouldn't be much of an issue. Not my thing, to be fair. That's very fair. Is there anybody in chat who like goes on any runs or does any like cycling in their own free time? Like, out of curiosity. Anybody got any outdoor hobbies? Alright then, I gotta go. Goodbye. Yep. Take it easy here, North, and thank you for hopping in. It was nice having you on. And hope to see you again soon. Yes, I do. Anything in particular, Mayo? And thank you for the follow, by the way, as well. I've just got a notification. Thank you so much, man. And catch you soon. Oh, yeah, you said something before, just let me check what you said before. I kind of missed that as well. Just doing my Minnesota counties. Nice. Between work meetings, based. I do a bit of bird watching with the missus, yeah. I mean, you told me that, like, yeah, nice. as well as some pickleball from time to time, as well as hiking. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we have very similar similarities, yeah. Besides the running, I guess, maybe. Unless you do runs as well. It's always interesting you play GeoGuessr, like, you have some people who just never go out, and you have people who are, like, super outdoors that still play GeoGuessr actively. I find that quite cool. You have very different, like, lifestyles. Who play this game. But yeah, I think this road's pretty straightforward, so we can get rid of that. So what's the next one? So 12,000, okay. I probably, like, need to colour this. I'll colour this one purple, colour this one pink, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I also don't know what how if all these roads have this smudge. But okay, what makes this stand out? So we're driving west. We've got wispy clouds, quite a lot of wispy clouds going on this road, it looks like. Yeah, the clouds have a wispy vibe. Let's get terrain on as well. And we're kind of going through rolling hills. Yeah, it has wispy clouds. But it also has a cloud blanket kind of thing going on. Okay. But I want to take in the environment too. Like, this is definitely a bit more different than what we had before. It's not as wispy. You still see a little bit of hints of wispy clouds, but it's a lot more cloud. And maybe this cloud trying to form like a weird tornado low-key could be interesting. Okay, there's sunset coverage here as well. Yeah, so we're getting sunset coverage towards the border. Yeah, but it's almost near overcast pretty much. And this is just a free bit of the road. Yeah, so that should be quite straightforward. The only area I need to be worried about with is probably this road, which I think I've got coverage sorted. Yeah, but then yeah, it's just very cloudy, urban, feels like Peru, just sent east of Desaguaredo. For Bolivia, I guess. Yep. Okay. So that's pretty straightforward. So what is the other road? So the other road is Vallacha, so south of Vallacha. I mean, that's just urban, but can be quite wet on this road stretch. Okay, is that following us all the time? No bit's disappeared. Okay, I was wondering if that was a follow car. I've never heard of a Bolivia follow car. But yeah, this is a very wet, overcast road, by the looks of it. For the time being. Yeah, this is a very wet road, but then it kind of dries out towards Katoma. It's still quite cloudy. We're driving south. And then, yeah, this feels very distinct. This type of coverage feels distinctive, to be fair. Quite red, quite an open environment. The roads, obviously had some recent rainfall. And we're also driving south. Okay. I played table tennis for 10 years, but also go running in the forest all around the world. Nice, that's fire. Were you playing table tennis for fun, or was it also were you taking part in like teams and stuff? Or is it more for the casual side? That's pretty cool. I haven't really done much table tennis. Because just haven't been near table tennis stuff, like, university somebody had some stuff, but other than that, I've never really played it. But it is fun. It's definitely fun. It's definitely a good distraction from my assignments, to be fair, when I was at uni. Okay, that's a cool hill. So that's the hill we're looking at. So it's the hill west of Comanche. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So this is driving north. But then this is driving south. So it either decides to start driving north around here, but it also drives south, so it's a bit mixed. So I need to be careful with driving direction, I guess. I need to be careful with driving direction. But yeah, if I saw this normally, I'm sending usually around Potosi, like I wouldn't be sending this far down here. Like this, I would definitely probably weigh it up, but when you're actually in the hills like this, I would not be sure, to be honest. Okay, so that's just the main stretches there. That is fair. So for this one, it's got wispy clouds. Then when we get to the valley, you get some weird, some forming tornado stuff. Get more of a cloud blanket. And here you start getting sunset with like some hints of patchy cloud spam and more cloudiness. So like this road is free. I should get that every time, hopefully. And then Vichacha, it starts with being very wet dirt kind of coverage. It's usually quite open. Can get surprisingly red soil. And then when you get near the rivers, it can be quite orange soil. And the road tends to be quite wet. And then it kind of dries out a bit. But we're usually driving south down this. And then it kind of becomes a bit more overcast towards Canambari. And also you get some like interesting hill formations that could be memorable. Like these two hills are probably memorable. So I guess just remember it as Comanche, I guess. Comanche Hills. No, why no pizza today? Because I want a chip butty. And I had a pizza for lunch. That's why, actually. That's probably that's probably a better reason why I was not thinking about pizza today, because I had it for lunch. That's funny. I completely forgot that I had pizza for lunch. Yeah. Comanche Hills. Just put that. No, I don't. No. It became a joke. It became a joke I did, but I don't really. But if I'm very busy, then sometimes I have to whip out a pizza because I don't have time to cook anything too fancy, you know. Sometimes you just need the calories, you know. But yeah, like the Comanche Hills, I probably need to remember. There's like some weird, random hilly stuff here. Okay. So that's the analysis, and this road tends to be quite wet. So I'll just put road tends to be usually quite wet. Okay. So yeah, that's that done. So what's next? The stuff in May. Okay. A lot of it's in August though. But let's just take a look. So what do we start off with first? I think we start off with the road south of what's it called? Patacamaya. So you got wispy clouds here too, so that's very similar to this one a little bit with the cloud coverage. But it's a bit more dry, a bit more desolate. Yeah, very similar cloud coverage, but I guess different vibe. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, this like cloud line's probably very distinctive. I'll just put cloud line. Perpendicular. Or parallel, sorry, that's the word, isn't it? Or is it? Yeah, it's perpendicular, yeah. Maybe I'm trolling. So I'll just do that. Then what is this crossing look like? So I just put sunset, cool sunset, fat line coverage, yeah. Cool sunset plus fat line cloud coverage. I'll just put, I don't know why I put coverage, but yeah. Let's keep on track on that one because that might be handy. Because this is normal, but then when you get to the bridge, you get it a bit more distinctive, I guess. Okay. But then this is more normal. So it seems to be a mixture of like both there's two different coverages going on here. But then it kind of clears out. We've still got the wispy clouds going on. But it also has like these oh, there's like also this peak I need to look out for. So what is that peak called again? Are we looking at this peak, the Sajama peak? Or are we looking at a different peak here? We might be looking at a different peak. I'm not too sure. I mean, I think it might be that one, actually. I think it's that one, so I'll just put the Sajama Peak. And put that one as red. Let's keep weighing it up. Okay. Yeah. There's like some sunset stuff with that cloud stuff. And then, yeah, this one's not as obvious. We still have the fat cloud line. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, is this where the road changes? Yeah. So this is the white line road. Okay. Nice and white line road. Yep. Let's keep it like that. Then it's got the peak here, but it's a nice white line road. Then we've got the Argentina road lines, yep. Yeah. Nice, and what does it look like towards the end? Yeah, it's just here, isn't it? Yep. We still see the cloud lines, but the road is free here, to be fair. I mean, you know, for a lot of this, it's just normal, but yeah, that's free. So this road should be free. That's good. And again, the patchy line stuff, I mean, I could probably hide this and weigh up this difference. I mean, it is a split road. I don't know what the difference is. They're very similar. It's a bit similar. It's a similar kind of thing going on. Yeah, so it's just like patchy lines, but we're on the other side of the road. But I'll look at what it looks like much closer to towards the junction here. Okay, what does this look like? It's a similar thing. I guess there's like some hints of sunset stuff around here. Okay. Yeah, I mean that doesn't need too much concerns, to be honest. I think what I need to figure out is what's this stuff west of Calamarca. This stuff I have no idea about. So it seems like it's a dirt road with, you know, cloud spam. Random, you know, yeah, it feels like it's trying to be like Peru. Yeah, this road more. Yeah, okay, so this feels very gettable. Then what? Okay. Yep. And we got the ridge to the west. Like I said, if anyone's got any tips that they know for any roads we're looking at, don't be shy to, you know, bring it up or suggest anything. But of course, like, I'm trying to focus on like more of the west side of Bolivia right now. Okay. Yep, so like that seems vibe gettable, but we haven't really compared it with the other roads yet, so that's the only concern really. But yeah, you can get a bit more flat clouds, I mean. So what does this route do? I think I need to remember the route it takes. So this one starts at Calamarca, and you kind of loop around towards Vallacha, pretty much. That's where this stops. Then you got some urban stuff in Vallacha, which kind of overlaps with this. So Vallacha itself can also be very, very like fat cloudy. Okay. Do you know anybody who's like an urban expert at Bolivia? like, you know, we'll get every single town, even like the smaller ones. That'd be quite cool to know if anyone's done that. I mean, there should be a hill formation to the south. Maybe it's to the west of here. I mean, that's not good. So are we looking at like some quarry thing to the west, maybe? Yeah, it looks more like it looks like it's more like a quarry hill, if anything. Yeah, don't know what it's meant to be, but it makes sense. So maybe the Vayacha thing is good for like it's more industrial kind of quarry thing going on. And that could be a good metaphor there, I guess. And then the ones that we got left are like some weird yeah, some weird cluster shit. Yeah, like this one feels more rainy than this road. Like a lot of this just feels a lot more about to rain, quite essentially. So just outskirts. The path is probably fine. What about this road? Yeah, it's kind of a similar thing. Definitely feels like it's more going to rain, whereas this feels a lot more dry and not going to rain. But yeah, I mean this can look quite similar though. But yeah, this one's dangerous. This bit's dangerous. But yeah, flat cloud spam. I mean the road I feel like is different. Like, this is more of a proper road, innit? Yeah, like, it feels more like a proper road. Like this feels like you're just going through some random narrow dirt road on the outskirts of an urban area. Yeah, so that's probably fine. Yeah, this one I need to think about though. The bacon butty is good, Jeff, though. Not bacon. The chip butty. Bacon. Yeah, I'll be mocking the bacon if I said that. Which I did. Tomato ketchup in all over my face. That is unlucky. But is it everywhere? Wait. It might be. Hopefully it's not an absolute state. Anyways. What we got here? Yeah, we've got like these tiny like striation clouds. Did we not really get that? I don't think we really got that. I mean, we kind of do, but it's a bit different. Yeah, so like the cloud coverage is different here. And again, I feel like this feels more outskirts of the pass anyway. But like with the hill to the west, it could be dangerous. But I think these like small like cloud lines might be good to mitigate that 50-50. But yeah, I mean, this is some sunset coverage. I'll just keep track of this sunset stuff. But again, I think a lot of this stuff you can kind of vibe out being near near La Paz. But this one's actually quite out of the way, so there is some decent, strong sunset stuff around here. That I'll probably need to keep track of. Yeah, like this is from proper sunset. I need to remember the sunset stuff, I reckon. But not all of it sunsets. Okay, so I think that's all of the that month covered. So far we've weighed up this, 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 and this. So what we're left with is quite essentially this, and then we've got the big one, which let's do is purple, I guess. Which is, I've already done purple. Blue. So this is the big one. So the big one's more of like the stuff further east. So quite essentially we've done this, 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 doing the dark green stuff next, and then the dark blue stuff after, which seems to be stuff I've not looked at all in the east. So it's probably got that many locations because it's densely generated those roads a lot more. Right, so we'll take a look at the March stuff. So let's take a look. Okay, so we got very wet coverage north of Oruro. Okay. It's about to rain. as well. Yeah, so we've got very wet Aurora coverage, which is south of Caracolo, because I think this is where we stopped before. We stopped around Caracolo. So you get super wet coverage northwest of Aurora. Okay. And is this remain wet? Yeah, so this is, I'm guessing this is like overlapping with the two. Yeah, so like one side it's kind of wet with the raindrops and the other side is super wet. Okay. Right, so let's just keep weighing this up. So yeah, but it still feels like it's trying to be wet. Yeah, so it becomes probably less wet the more east, the more west you go, quite essentially. But let's get rid of the purple and look at the green. Yeah, so it becomes less wet theoretically the more west you go, I'm guessing. But it's still like overcast throughout. Yeah. And then, yeah, this area, what does this area look like? Yeah, again, we're getting more... Yeah, it's just, yeah, some raindrops as well. And then towards the paths, yeah, super wet. Yeah, there's a fair bit of different coverages in the paths. I mean, the thing is, the dual carriageway just line things up. It's probably not too bad. But, yeah, it's crazy how much, like, many different months you can get on the same road, to be fair. So, yeah, so I need to figure out how to split the one again and combine it with the other stuff. Then I now need to look at this one. And then I think I've just got this cluster area, I guess. Because that's the thing. And then I've just got the last month left, and then maybe try and weigh up any guides that are around. Like if anybody's got any resources that I can look at that I can refer to and maybe look at for like the areas I'm studying. That'll be quite good to have, of course. Right, so let's figure out this shit. So we had this stuff that's meant to be a bit more normal. And then this is where it's wet, but here it's not wet. It's normal. It's wet and normal, wet and normal. Then we have kind of like wispy clouds here. Whereas like the purple is more fat clouds, yeah. And this is wet, obviously. Yeah, so this is very wet. This won't be. Purple also gets wet around here, roughly. Yeah, I mean, I probably have to improvise this. I mean, it's probably not going to be too bad, but this road is very long. But I think we're just gonna like pick that up through trial and error, to be honest, if I'm being real. But it's a very long road. But yeah, yeah, I think I will leave that the main road now and start weighing up the other ones. Yo, just Newts, thank you for the 5 months, man. Thank you so much. 5 Jeffs, to be fair. Let's go, Jeff. Yeah, thank you so much, man. It means a lot. It really means a lot. Yeah, like I say, I really enjoy you being here, and also, you know, you enjoy the streams, and also you're good company as well, off stream as well. So yeah, thank you so much for your kindness there. And yeah, 5 months. 5 months is a long time. So, yep. Wait, over halfway there. Crazy. I forgot I had a sub goal. But yeah. Thank you so much, man. So like, what's going on here? So again, this is not a split road, it's a single road, and we're leaving the paths. First in session guesser, Minnesota 25k time was sub 8. Nice. Yeah, I think I was getting like trying to get like around 8 minutes at first, but then I was getting it down quite quickly. Like I don't know if you saw my results this week, but I got 3 over sub 5 now. But I haven't had a sub 4 one yet, unfortunately. Obviously, it's seed dependent, but it'd be nice to have, like, knowing that there's a seed that, you know, when there's information been near that I haven't took, like, so long doing it. Yeah. Like I said, we've got another 2 weeks as well to keep at it. But yeah, those people who've got like sub 2 minutes, it's literally just getting a really good seed. Like if you learn how the Minneapolis road system is kind of gridded, which I think I did share you just Snoops. Like if you get that kind of like more suburb, you know, proper herb right in Minneapolis, it's very, very doable. But it really comes up on the map. Like I got so much north Minnesota yesterday, it just like killed so many runs. Like North Minnesota is just rough, really. In terms of finding information quickly, it's just not the most pleasant thing. Maybe I need to like learn like where certain roads are. Maybe that's part of the strategy for North Minnesota. Maybe because I feel like you come across the road numbers, but it's a nightmare. It's like you can't really use a grid as much. I think you get random off roads that aren't grid numbers. So yeah, North Minnesota is rough. But yeah, so this is west of La Paz, right? And we're kind of going, okay, I mean, again, it's probably vibe gettable. Surprisingly green around here. It's interesting that this is so green, like right on the coast here is super green. That's really cool. Yeah, North Minnesota is rough, yeah. You have the fluke. You have to like scan for like the road as well sometimes. Yeah. Welcome in, Davido. Hope all is well. Welcome in. And, well, hello there indeed. Hope all is well. Just weighing up some Bolivia stuff today. Haven't really dived into it properly before, so I've known some fundamental stuff, but it's a coverage merchant country I should be learning the coverage for, quite essentially for the future. So why not start today? Right. So this road should be gettable. So it's obviously not a dual carriageway, but it feels like it's a main road west of La Paz. Gets surprisingly green near this peninsula towards San Pueblo de Tequina. And then the other thing we're left with now is the outskirts La Paz stuff. Again, this looks very similar to the Alto stuff, but it's different angle. Yeah, so this is a lot more cloudy and a lot more dark clouds on this road. I feel like the cloud coverage that we looked at before was different. But I think like you need to memorize where these roads go, because like I might need to make a map where like I have only main roads and then have ones where they're like dirt roads. So I probably need to label dirt roads separately to practice it more efficiently in the future. Kind of like Botswana, really. I don't know if you're around at, you know, at around 10 PM, Dishnoots, but I think once the stream's over, in a couple of hours, I'll probably on to do some US, maybe some Minnesota runs or something along those lines. So if you're around, then I think I'll be on. Okay, we've got some like tarns here, or tarn like water bodies. This is cool coverage. I like this coverage because this is a main road. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like I need to like make custom maps and split the dirt roads up, I think. But yeah, surprising like how easy it is to kind of get overwhelmed by random roads. Yeah, I will hop on if I can. Yeah, sounds good. Yep, no stress if things come up, of course. But right now, I'm not really trying to do too much, you know, hard grinding with global stuff. I'm just kind of just accepting my level as it is right now and just see what happens in the final week with, you know, lowering my expectations and just having fun. Sometimes it's better when you feel like an underdog. It honestly can be better for you sometimes. Once you have expectation, things can go to shit very quickly. So I need to lower my expectation a bit in the final on Sunday. But obviously, we're still going to try our best. I'm just not going to put pressure on myself in the build up. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I feel like these cluster rows are gonna be really annoying to remember. So yep. Right, so we covered every month besides this, but this is more east, so we can leave that for later. So I might leave that as a part 2. So I'll probably just focus on these ones first and make sure I memorize them well. But yeah, let me just get a drink, guys, and then I'll be back shortly, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to practice it. Won't be long. Just give me a few Jeffs. Jeff. I have returned, guys. I have returned. Did you grind any country for a longer time in the past? We'll have to go back a while back, man. So like once I got into competitions, I started having to like do multiple things. I would say like it'll probably be like coverage related countries. I think like Kazakhstan's probably the last one where I got my head down and just focused on getting Kazakhstan sorted when it came out. I would say the last one was Kazakhstan because it just came out and it was just so important on the roads. So I was immediately on it. Before then, you would have to probably go before the Andorra wildcard, which was like 2 years ago, where I spent a long time and stuff. I feel like Botswana maybe. Low-key Senegal was one as well that I really got good at one point. East Cambodia I learnt very densely at one point, but it's been a good 2 years since I've revised that. Dense coverage countries, I mean the thing is like I've never really focused on only one dense coverage country. It's usually been like I would do it whilst doing other things still. I've kind of done it for every big country, but not like I've never done like one big country for like a whole month, if that makes sense. I usually like do it and do maybe something else with it, but I never think I want to become one of the best at this country, you know. Like top 5, top 10. I've never really done that. I've got good at dense coverage countries where I'm like up competing. Like Brazil's probably the big one. Canada, I had a good period of Canada. Russia's just been a long-term kind of build-up. I mean, most of them have been long-term build-ups. The closest I've probably put a lot most time is probably Brazil and maybe Canada, but Canada's a bit outdated with new coverage. But probably Brazil, but I wouldn't say like I was only doing that, you know. And what I define as a long time is like, you know, it's the only thing you do, or you do it as the main thing for the month. I've not really done that ever. Once like I got into the competitions, I had to do. I didn't want to just do one thing. I wanted to make sure I got good at certain things, but also didn't make it the only thing, so everything else gets too rusty, you know. Especially at that time, because I had so much room for improvement for general consistency. Whereas like nowadays, being really good at a given country, completely country, just has more value nowadays, I feel like, than it did before. Whereas like, yes, like you might have an overpowered advantage on Indonesia when it comes up. Like, you know, the best Indonesia players had a huge advantage like 2 years ago. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not the main country that comes. It's not always going to come up. Like, you're going to get Russia, and if you haven't given enough time for Russia, all of a sudden you're losing a lot of games in Russia. So you kind of have to, like, I've kind of always had to like balance it out a bit, you know. But well, my top 3 countries are Canada, Brazil, and India, and that's probably because I spent the most time actually practicing them. But I wouldn't say I've done anything for one thing for a very long time outside of coverage learning, and even then I haven't done that for a while since Kazakhstan. So I guess Mongolia is probably the newest one, probably where the new coverage came out. But other than that, no. Right, so let me figure something out. So I'm gonna ignore the main roads. So let me just figure something out. So let me check this. One thing I want to start, I want to actually weigh up these roads. I want to weigh up the annoying shit. Actually, what I should do is I should make a separate JSON for each month. Let me do that first so nothing overlaps. Right, so let me just do that right now. I'll just do that and kind of do. I'll make ones and then I'll make a temporary JSON where I delete stuff I don't want, if that makes sense. So let me just try this out. Because there's certain roads I want to practice on a map for this. There's some that I might not include yet. So let me just figure this out. And February, yep. That was just the main road. I don't think there's any off-roads on this. No, so I don't need to worry about that one. And that one I don't need to worry about either. So obviously the 8 I haven't done. So let me just create another JSON. So Bolivia, Gen 3, normal coverage, draft, I guess. I'll call this one. I forgot that I was generating this. I forgot about this. Let me just see how many has been generated. Oh my days, that's going to be hilarious. Right, I completely forgot about this. Right, let me just close this down now. And let me just see what's going to happen. Oh, I've accidentally bloody closed it bloody down. I mean, yep, so it's that. And let's got this tracker. Yep, well that's sorted, lol. I forgot I had that generating. I mean, that's probably not going to be relevant, but there might be some random car shit and stuff to remember. Like this, for example, but I kind of remembered that anyway, but I didn't know specifically where to go. Anyways, let me get this draft sorted. So what I do is I'm going to do 1 month at a time. So let's do March 1st. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all the main road stuff. So, yeah, so anything on the main road I need to exclude. So all of this needs to go in the bin. Then we have these rows which we want to keep for now. And then we have this east row, which I want to delete that for now because I kind of want to focus on the more random off-roads idea or stuff that's a bit weird. So let me have a look at this. Because it's obviously a main road towards this place. And then there's like stuff like this that's kind of out of the way. That I need to get a vibe for ideally. Probably the poles here are pretty handy. This is where you have the quarry, don't you, the mine, so it's fine. But yeah, then this is just the main road. But it stops, like this one stops pretty early. And it becomes a dirt road, so this one's probably fine. Yeah, that'd be some bit where it's kind of like giving that almost like a thick Cambodia road vibe, to be fair. It's fair. I mean, it's my own way of memorising roads. Welcome in Svalbard, hope all is well. Yeah, I think this is what I want to include. Because I want to remember where these roads are in my head and visualise it on a map. But yeah, so that's what I want to include, so that's fine. This stuff I frankly don't care. Yeah, I mean I'll include this because it seems a bit yeah, so that's fine. And let's check April now. Okay. Does April have stuff that I want? I mean, this is just the main road in it, so that's probably a no. And this is probably a no as well. So April, I don't need to worry about for now. And then what's left? It's May, I think, the last one. We've already done March, haven't we? Yeah, so obviously this road I'm not doing yet. I will learn Bolivia when it becomes Gen 4. Well, I've said that with Uruguay, and it's not happened for a bit. And the thing is, when it does get Gen 4, then I'll just learn Gen 4 when it comes out. Like, I honestly don't care. Like, I feel like sometimes you just got to crack on and get things covered. If you're just going to do a waiting game, then I feel like you jinx yourself for waiting for a year for something to be delayed. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how widespread the coverage will be. And the thing is, like, it will mean that when it does come out, there'll be less Gen 3 to recap, theoretically, you know? So, there's that as well. And if I memorised it kind of already half well, then at least that's something. But yeah, I think I get rid of all this. Wait, shit. That's not what I want to do. Is it? Yeah, I'll delete this. This is fine. It just did some weird glitch. I don't know what it did. But yeah, like I wanted to learn Road Learn Uruguay, but I just know when I start doing that, the coverage will come out. But eventually I have to give in to say, look, I'm going to learn Gen 3. And if Gen 4 comes out as I do it, then I will keep on track of, you know, updating the Gen 3 coverage. So I know there's less to remember. Because coverage will just be updated eventually in a lot of countries. You've got to just be prepared when it does. So what's left now? So we've done... So it's May, right, so... Yeah, this is normal. Then we've got shit here. And then this stuff. Oh, this is the stuff like that. It's just a clusterfuck. And I want to just like practice the clusterfuck quite essentially. Because I think the long stranding roads are very doable. So like I want to actually know exactly where certain coverage is so I can picture it in my head. Also for NMPZ, like you never know. You never know what weird shit can come up in Peru. Yeah, so we've got April versus May. The sunset stuff is near Pokrani. Yep, so Pokrani has the sunset stuff. We've got the sunset stuff here. So we've got Kolo, we've got the hospital, and here. This has the sunset too, so I'll just label that sunset as well. It's a bit different. It's not as strong, but yeah, more of this is sunset. But yeah, it's like becomes early sunset. Yeah, this one. Then this side is it's got more sun west. I mean, I feel like this stuff is more normal, but maybe I'm mistaken. So we've also got Lala or something, right? Is it called? Lala? Laya, sorry. Laya. Okay, so this area, the road like north of the one is where you get more of the sunset, kind of nice, kind of approaching sunset stuff. Then south of the one you get some bits of sunsetty stuff, and the May stuff you still see a bit of like sun west. It kind of just feels like it's approaching more midday, I guess. And the road itself is a bit more dark, right? Yeah, I mean, road quality will just vary. But we've got some elevation here. The clouds are darker as well. Yeah, this is where it's going to get more wet, isn't it? Yeah, so this is where you have more of a wet feel towards El Alto. Yeah, that's fine. So this section's very doable. It's like just north of the one, and then south the one seems quite doable. But we've got Tecuyo here. Okay, so Tecuyo's the good point. And yeah, you can get some wet coverage here. Okay. Then this one, yeah, very cloudy. And we're in, where are we again? I forgot the name of this bloody place. It's not showing up, but whatever. Viacha, yeah, Viacha has the quarry thing. So that's the way to remember it, and it's also quite. It's got a tarmac road for a bit. What road number is this? It's 43. It says. So this one's labelled. This is the main road labelled. So you need to get familiar with this 43 road and not muddle it up with the other roads, I guess. And yeah, then you kind of go south where you get more of the red road on the 43. Okay, that's fine. But we've got a couple branched out roads here though. So did I look? I haven't looked at this. So this is where you got the poles kind of lining and following you on the road for a bit. Yep. Yep. So this is probably quite gettable. And that goes all the way to Laya. Yep. Yep. Okay. And I think what's left now is just like this road going to Cachiera, and the road going back to the one to Pokhara. So yeah, let's take a way up of this one. So when we go off this junction, it's obviously dirt road, quite wet. We're travelling west, but it's probably hard to tell. But if you've got the Gen 3 car, you can probably tell. Okay, don't do that to me, game. I will not be happy. So yeah, that's fine. I'm curious what this is. Like, why is this such a weird grid? This is a type of thing they would handpick on a moving map. I read that as Ken2 pasta for a second, not gonna lie. Yeah. Hello there, welcome in Stevie G. Hope all is well. Welcome into the stream. Hope all is well. Just look at Bolivia right now. I don't know if the railway follows us for a lot of this road actually. Does the railway usually be near us? So this one actually follows the railway. The railway is usually to the south, so maybe if I spot the railway to the south, it's also good for this road. But it might be also quite far away at times. Like this one, it's right next to us apparently. But we don't actually see it here. It's probably a very narrow track, so you don't always see it. Okay. So you need to remember that one, and I need to remember the Cachiera Road as well. So the Cachiera Road is not, it's a bit more dry, a bit more open, I guess. Which I guess it gets a bit more dry here, whereas this one's a bit more wet. So it makes sense. This is stuff like you could gaslight yourself somehow sending the Sourcey one if you have this maybe on NMP's Edge. You know, yeah, I could see people, maybe not this is that panel, but I could see people mocking the bacon. Or maybe something like this, maybe. Without the smudge. I really should relearn Bolivia, so this is quite useful. Yeah, I mean, it's only a certain area I'm doing today. And like I say, it can get Gen 4 at any point, you know. That can happen any day, but I'm just for fun, and I'm also just trying to have a good like starting point with kind of visualizing where roads are and where they vary, what landscape vary, does the soil vary, does the climate vary, even if it's in close proximity. So yeah, like this stuff is gettable. That stuff is really gettable. This is where it gets a bit more wet, but more towards the paths. Then we had this south stuff, which has a very more whitewashed road, got some trucks. It's more of a pale road. This it feels like more of like a dirt road that could be a main road in the future. Wouldn't surprise me. This is weird, but I think it's a cloud line for this in it as well. You got like a long cloud line when you're facing the back of the car, but it can also be here. And that's Calamarca it starts from. Yeah, so Calamarca on the 1, then it kind of loops round and goes to whatever this place is called. It's Viacha, which has the quarry. Okay. Yeah, it's very limited coverage. It's one of the few countries that I haven't really got my head down to coverage, learn properly. So yeah, I think what I'll do now, guys, is I will export. I'll just call this one normal coverage, La Paz outskirts, I guess. And just practice this for a bit and actually try and get a feel, get a vibe, get used to these random roads. Because who knows, there might be some other stuff more east that somehow come up similar. I have no idea. Or it's just to make sure like I'm more clean and I win rounds. You know, it's not just about getting the, close enough. You have to win rounds nowadays. And if it's a free road, just win the bloody round, But yeah, let me just create a temporary map. What the Jeff is that? Oh, it's a friend request. Okay, fair enough. So what's it? So we do Bolivia, and we do outskirts La Paz. I'll just call it that for now, and then I'll give this a go and see how much I remember. Like I said, this is the more tier stuff because it's not the main stretches, but I want to actually get a vibe for these roads and also remember where these random roads are. So yeah, I'm going to turn my desktop audio off because I'm going to put some music on that might get me in trouble if it gets onto my YouTube and stuff. So please be careful. And Twitch, I don't know how strict it is. So let me put some music on the background for myself and start to get locked in, Alright, let's go and start practicing. I might put the map thing on my left. I haven't really done this before, but I might actually put the distribution here, but I'll try and avoid looking at it, of course, when needed. Try to put this all onto one screen. It's kind of scuffed. Welcome in, Umo Papis. I'm so bad at pronouncing your name, but welcome in, man. Hope all is well. Why am I looking at that? Yep. So pretty much, yeah, I'm breaking it down. Usually when I try and coverage learn, I try to do it in small splices and think of given situations. And right now I'm trying to learn all this stuff. Not all of Bolivia at once, and I'm trying to get this kind of cluster area sorted so I can get a vibe for it, maybe for hard rounds in the future, and also just know where the roads where the coverage is and try and visualize it better with where the roads are. I mean, I'm playing Bolivia. I mean, I'm just playing training map Bolivia, pretty much, quite essentially. Just move that out of the way and then put this back and then do okay. Why is this being weird? Yeah, I feel like I can't put this on the same screen, so I'm gonna have to minimize that and then move it to the side here. Umo, I'll just call you Umo. Yep. The trick is to bend upside down, to be fair. That's true. But yeah, were you streaming today, or has it been more off stream, kind of laid back today? I think this is I feel like this is somewhere. Was it? It branched off from somewhere. I'm trying to remember where it branched off from. Was it this white road? Oh, I'm on the wrong road. It's 43 in it, and it's this road. Yep. There we go. Right. This is one of those annoying ones. Could this be the Pukarani Road? So I think this is a dirt road. But it could be just like near here. Loki feels like outskirts of parts. I think like it's this road. Nope, it's Laya. Okay, let's have a look. Probably to move. Need to check on. Need to move this back over to the other tab, I guess. Right, let's do that. So what did I do wrong here? Let's figure out what I did wrong. So Pukarani is all the way up here, yeah. Laya's here. So what's the road north look like? Yeah, it's all sunset. It's from Laya where it stops being sunset, because this yeah, it's north of Laya where it starts becoming normal. Okay. Right. Makes sense. Decent road. I mean, probably just outskirts of the paths. I'll probably just send the 19. Move on. That's fine. Okay, this feels like... this feels like different stuff. This feels like stuff south of Viacha, but I don't remember. Unless it's the 43. I mean, it could be like... It could be Cachiera, but I thought it didn't look like this. I feel like it's going to be some stuff around here, but I want to see where this is. So it's the road to Laya, okay. So what month was that? That should be March, okay. March. Yeah, so it is the coverage more towards this area. And it was this kind of coverage, yeah. It's more cloudy, so south of Laya, there's a road that goes to Viacha. Okay, I need to remember this road stretch. I completely forgot about that one. Right, it's fine. Let's get that out of the way. This is just outskirts of the pass. This is the time around where I feel like, yeah, it might be Cachiera, but maybe I'm thinking of something else here. Oh, it's the railway one. Okay, fair enough. Again, is this just the south of Laya one, or am I mudding this up again? Okay. There's a railway next to us as well, which is pretty handy. Well, this is urban roulette. Red northeast. Yep. Yeah, to be fair, I like when you use stuff like that to, you know, confirm roads and stuff. Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah. Okay, we've got the sunset stuff here, so theoretically, should go more towards Pukarani. But I don't know the exact road distribution. Yeah, what roads are branching off from Pukarani? What direction are they going? That's what I need to check. So they followed this one, and there's a split here, an angle. So it's like it's not. There's a lot of it not on the main main stretch. So this way it's more dirt. You go along the ridge, and then you get onto the road. So you got the hospitals, like the try point for this road with the angle. Then obviously this is just the main long stretch. Okay, right. Yep. So I feel like that cloud thing was. Is that stuff approaching Fiatcher or something? But I feel like this will be dirt. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, how have I forgotten about the south stuff of the Jesus Christ? This is what I mean. Like, I need to remember where the routes go. I forgot this entire road. Oh, okay, I remember now. Yep. That's why it's good to play games so you don't mock the bacon, guys. Right. 43. So how does it go? It goes from Calamarca to like here, doesn't it? Yep. That angle seems a bit wrong. Lion might be good. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between being accepting something that you're good enough and actually being clean with it. I want to be clean at all of it, you know? As well as because I just want to learn every single road. Even the smaller ones. Gotta find those round wins some way, especially if you've got no tire range. Off a main road. Is it just... It feels like it's like an off... 43. I don't think it's that. It's probably some random shit. Ah, it's around the end of the other coverage. Okay, makes sense. Could have forgot that, but I forgot about that existing. Yeah. Is this just like... So, color marker. Yep. You also have to also remember that having building up confidence is so important for GeoGuessr. So like, just because you're doing something different, that people say, oh, you could do some other things. Like, there's a reason why I do it. Yeah, I'm sure it'll improve. Just got to give it time and hope the devs, you know, improve the game for the better. Of course, as always. This is interesting. Let's try and remember this properly. Could just be this again. Nope, just the junction. I mean, it was... I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Yeah. Wet road. Near the act. We haven't had much wet stuff around here, I've noticed. Hope I included it. Not to show up with roads meeting, but sure. Yeah, it's the Liar Road, I don't care. I think I'm getting the gist of this already, which is fine. Okay, this is weird. Is this like just some weird bit? This is weird. But what am I looking at? Is it just that road on the 43? And it's just being randomly hilly around here. Like, I don't remember it being that hilly though. Unless it's the actual, this other stuff. Nope, it's just a road. What? How is that so hilly? That's crazy. How is that hilly? It was near Colorado. I'm not going insane. Wait, am I going insane? I think I'm looking at the wrong place. Yeah, south of Liar. What am I doing? Yeah, it's south of Liar. Oh, I forgot about this road. Fuck. Yeah, we haven't really had it in the hills here, have we? But it makes sense to be the coverage towards the path. For sure. Yeah, I've been practicing Ukraine for the last 3 days. Nice. Good stuff. Good to hear, man. Hope it's going well. It's going to take a lot of time, though. Definitely don't throw the kitchen sink at it and then just suddenly stop doing it. Like, definitely be patient with it. It's something that will take time. Like, I've still got to improve a lot at it as well. Yeah, we haven't really had much road stuff around here. I want to get more of this coverage, preferably. But I just need to spam these games, really. That this could be... Yep, okay. It turned out that road's a lot longer than I remember it being. I'm also done with this, I'll weigh up the other stuff, but I'm not rushing today. Yeah, I'm only learning the roads at the moment. Urban matters. I mean, I'm just talking about the roads as well. The roads are hard enough on their own, man. Like, you might feel like it's easy at one point. It might make really good progress, but give up, you know, once you leave it for 2 weeks or move to something else, come back to it, man, it hits you hard. I haven't had anything like that for any other country, really, for coverage learning. Or finding ways to identify the roads, at least. Which most of Ukraine is, really, when you don't have any infrastructure or anything. I trolled there, I'm guessing. Really? Yeah, I trolled here. I don't know why I sent where I sent. That was pretty dumb. Very wet road. It's just... Yeah. What's the angle? Give a road. Okay, that's fine. I think it's the cloud crap in it. Okay, I think I'm getting used to these roads already. I liked how the tire race moved out some of the roads. I hope. Yeah, you said that before. Yeah, sorry, I just read the same message you said before. I thought that was a new message. My bad. But yeah, I'm not touching rank drills for a bit anyway, till at least next month. I'm not the right frame of mind to do that. I need a break away from it. And yeah, Stevie G, yeah, Ukraine's you can just get random stuff on within the road. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And it's something that you need to space out as well and come back to often enough, but not too all the time, and then suddenly not at all. Right, so there's a bit of noise outside my room. Hard to concentrate. Right, let me think. Is this a Liar Road, or is it just a road I'm forgetting about? Could be. Is it that though? Or is it the 43 road, bro? Or is it this one? Might be this one. Yeah, I haven't had that one yet. I thought it looked like the more western one, but some of it just didn't quite add up. Oh, there's a railway there? That makes this why it made no sense. Okay, I didn't realize there's a railway there. Okay, fair enough. Oh, it's just they're not on the main road. I should have figured that out. Try and speed this up. Maybe I should put a timer on to put more pressure on myself. And maybe play NMPZ or something. A bit of a weird road, this. Is it the Liar Road? I don't know if it is, to be honest. Might just be this shit, but more west. Oh, it's just that one. Did it say Cachiera on the thing? No, okay. I'll put a timer after the seed, and then move on. Okay, it was just the main one. Okay, that's fine. That one where I guess should be tarmacked anyway. Right. What? I'm misremembering coverage now. For God's sake. I'm actually not about that. I'm restarting to see because that was embarrassing. Well, I mean, that just gave three roads in a row of the same road in a row. Right, let's do like a 5-second timer. I don't know. I need to warm up. I definitely need to warm up all my days. Bro, I can't think that quick all my days. Yeah, I'm too slow. I can't think in 5 seconds. I'm too trying to remember where the roads are. Oh my days. Bro, it's bloody... It's the Vichaya, whatever it's called, yeah. But it's just the way it zooms in. I lose my bearings so easy with 5 seconds. It's rough. It's actually rough. Oh my days. Yeah, 5 seconds is broke because I can't think quickly on my feet. Like it's like I go maybe like I should do it as 8. Maybe 8 would be better for me. Yeah, I mean, I think 5 was a bit too quick. Yeah, 5 seconds was a bit too quick, I think. That's, yep, right angle, yep, okay. Okay, right, I think we can, I can just double check roads we haven't had, then I'll weigh up the other stuff then, I think. So, let's have a weigh up of what we've done. So we did all this is fine. Like, these roads are covered. Yeah, that's fine. This didn't really get covered much near Viacha, but I did get a bit of the wet road stuff nearby. Yeah, need to make sure I don't muddle up this with this. We did have that. Did we have this? I don't think we had this much. So east of Lyre we have the stuff to... Oh yeah, we did have this stuff actually. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Then we had this. Did we have these random off-roads though? I mean, it's pretty free though, isn't it? What about this? Yeah, we had all this, didn't we? Yeah, that's fine. So I think I can get rid of all this and then do the next kind of draft plan shortly. So let's just weigh things up. So we can ignore the dirt road stuff now, and I'll recap what we've done already. And then weigh up the August stuff, I think. We've already done... We know this one, that's fine. This is just a Joe carriageway, that's fine. I mean, it's just one of those things where you just have to hope. So remember, some of it, I mean, it just seems like an absolute faff, to be fair. Then the fourth. Okay, so these rows I need to remember. So the fourth I need to put in as one to practice later. And then fifth, we had all this stuff. So it's mostly, again, just the main roads. But it's more this road, which is quite a free road, to be honest. Then we had March, which again, we can ignore all this centre stuff. This is the one. A lot of it's very wet. Okay. Tortororo. Then this stuff we've already done, and it's just the West of La Paz stuff, which should be pretty doable. I feel like doing this just makes all the roads feel a lot easier in my head, so that's good. Right, so next up we've got August stuff to weigh up. Some stuff I haven't really weighed up yet, so yeah, let's give us a weigh up. So we've got a road west of Aurora, so let's take a look at what this looks like. No hint of outer, well, faint outer lines. Okay. Feels distinctive. Is there any ridges? Okay, we've got like some rock formation to the north here. And it feels super salt panny. Yes, this hill is probably very handy. Was it quite like before? Okay, it's quite cloudy road as well. Do the power lines always follow it? Then it becomes dirtier near the Well, is this called La Jolla? I don't know what's called. La Jolla Hill. So this is La Jolla. Okay. Oh, Joya, sorry. Save that one. And I think I need to save the like the northern hill stroke ridge on salt pan. It's fine. I don't know how Aurora looks via the east actually. Okay, it's fine. Right. Then it becomes dirt here. And we see La Jolla and stuff. Yeah, this road feels very distinct, and it's following the river. Okay, then gets back onto the 4. It's kind of becoming almost sunset coverage as well. Then it's tarmacked. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely CUG for sure. Definitely. Yeah. I think that's good. So that road should be quite doable. So that road's done. I guess I'll do this one. We've got the random ridge to the side of us to the west. But it's just a rural. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I've never really noticed this. I've definitely not looked at this before. Okay. It's kind of very flat and marshy, but a proper concrete slab road. Yeah, I feel like I'm with the concrete slab road thing. Yeah, so this feels very gettable. We're on the 12, southwest of Aurora. Then it kind of becomes super sandy. If we stick on the 12, then we got the red dirt, but the cloud coverage looks very different. It feels more flat. Yeah, this stuff I'm worried about it muddling up with yeah, this type of stuff. I mean, this is definitely more green, I guess. Yeah, it's way too... Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, that's fine. Almost overcast as well. But then we get the concrete slab road again. This one's very distinctive. So you tell me the concrete slab road is the 12. Yep. And it feels a lot more salt panny as well. The coverage, to me at least. Then what do these peaks look like in the distance? They don't even look that big, but I mean it should be free. What we're looking at here. But it's so confusing. It feels like we're not looking at this. It's weird. Yeah, it's got these two hills, I guess. Then it becomes really sunny. So you got overcast, then you go south of Huachacalla. It gets really clear. The two hills to the south. I then got two to the north. It's like an extra weird peak, that one. And the ones are a bit more flat on the top, I guess. Yeah, there's a second one kind of peaking as well. But then it kind of goes off the road on a dirt road. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Yep. Then it becomes super sandy near Coipassa. So Coipassa is where it gets super salt panny. But then Coipassa itself is a bit off the salt pan. And you got the Koi Pasa Hill, I guess. I want to call it the Koi Pasa Hill. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a very distinctive area. Should not be missing Koi Pasa. But it's south of a river, at least. No, at least I know that. There's a couple of roads that branched off, so we need to wait up the ones that branched off as well. So this looks like it's tarmacked, or at least for a little bit. Okay, this is very different. Right. Driving south. So this is like super strangely clear, but it's all definitely feels more so salt pan. Yeah, it's like not really got the outlines visible as well. Yeah, it's barely visible on the map as well, it looks like. So this is off like Copacabana. Okay. Right. Yeah, I've already talked about that one. And then there was one branch off here, weren't there? So this is the overcast bit, the other one's more clear and more salt panny. Yep. This might get more salt panny down here. Because this should all be tarmac, that, so that's fine. And where does this go to? Chipaya, I need to remember. So Chipaya's this. Interesting. This is a lot more sunny. Okay, I think I've looked at all those roads now. So I'm gonna get a drink, then I'm gonna wait up this final bit. And I think once like I do the final bit and then recap the new stuff, the August stuff, and the main road stuff for the some stuff we've done before, then I will probably play some games, and you guys can probably join in if you want to play along. But it'll be just for this coverage, by the way. I'm not going to do the whole Bolivia today. But yeah, just give me a couple minutes. I just need to get a drink. Won't be long. Yo, I'm back. Right, yo. Let's get the rest of this coverage learning done. So we've got this 6, but it branches off the 6 here. So what's going on here? Cool snow on the hills here. Yep, so we're kind of like following this ridge. So this is a quite distinctive road, if I remember correctly. So the hills to the east, and then kind of random spaced ones out to the west. And it's like an incomplete ridge, it's like bits have been kind of removed. Okay. That's good to know. So that's pretty distinctive. Then it becomes more flat to the west further down. Then we get into a valley here. Okay. See a bit more random snow on the hills here too, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it is August, well later on in the year, so it makes sense. Being that August is like winter here, isn't it? So, yeah. Depends on the snow on the hills, I guess. Unlike the other ones. Unless I'm being dumb. There's that as well. Yep. Definitely has a vibe. But then Chalapata is this urban area, but only goes through like one road of it. Right. Yep, okay. Then we got the ridge to the east this time, but nothing to the west. We have got a peak really far out, and we're looking at Palani Peak there. I want to call this Palani Peak. Palini Peak. Maybe. I mean, could be good to look out for that. Yeah, you can see it from here, for example. Don't know if it's always visible though. Yeah, we might be looking at a different peak there anyway, but should be gettable on its own. Okay. Yep, so that's fine. Then we've got the lake, and then we're getting the hills here. Yeah, always driving east, looks like as well. More surrounded by the hills, so on the one, aren't we? We're on the one here. Yeah, we're definitely on the one. It becomes more of a valley again here. Yes, this is a very annoying road batch. Yeah, more random formations here. It feels like it's a bit more into the clouds here, so especially at a higher altitude, I guess. But then it drops again, bro. It's so random. This road's just a very long, annoying road. Okay, it clears up a bit. So it starts clearing up around here. Maybe I can keep that noted. Yeah, it clears up and then doesn't. So that's probably pointless. It's probably two different pieces of coverage. Because this obviously is more red soil. Yeah, there's definitely a variation with some coverage here. So when it gets more clear, it can be more towards this junction near Gwyndahl. So it gets sunny again. Okay. Right. This is a bit more annoying than I recalled. Right, so this should be free. Then we've got the valley weird stuff. Then it gets cloudy, quite foggy. Then it clears up randomly, but still very cloudy. Then we get to this bit off the one, and there's like a road going all the way into the mountains here, but I'm not going to touch that yet. So, okay, super clear here along the one. Okay. Yep. And again, we'll ignore the the stuff up here. So you're getting more of the red soil. I mean, we are going towards Potosi, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. That's quite gettable. And this bit's kind of separate, so I can look at the off-roads now. Well, might not be off-roads, but... well, they are. Okay, so very clear. So it continues the very clear coverage. It seems to be all gravelly, some hints of snow on the hills. Yeah, so this might be something to remember where to find it. So it's where Gabriel Vela is. If it says Gabriel Vela, but it says Gabriel something anyway. Yeah, Gabriel Vera, sorry. Yeah, so it remains consistently clear. And you get a bit more red tint towards the north, but you still see snow on the little bits of snow on the hills. Okay, we've got a moon to the east. Is the moon good here? Actually, maybe the moon's useful here. Yeah, the moon's good for this road. Or when it's more sunsetty, or don't see much of the cliff, the hill face in that direction. What direction was it meant to be around here? It was like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I found a pixel here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Don't know how useful pixel distribution is in Bolivia. But it is here. Might be on all the coverage for all I know. Wouldn't surprise me. I think it was everywhere, that pixel. Yep, got you. What direction was it again? I need to remember what direction we spotted that at. I think it was next to the moon, weren't it? Was it next to the moon? Where was it again? It was north of the moon, so... Yep, okay. Because this was like good... Was this like a thing for like, real, you know, going Bolivia over Peru on hard rounds or something? I don't remember. It might have been that. Maybe. And then we got Tarapaya area, which I haven't looked at. So this is a tarmac road. Tarapaya is interesting. There's like a random road on the other side, but that's probably temporary, yeah. Yeah, this is quite interesting, this road. And then we got the this cobbled road, but very red soil combination, very clear combination. Yeah, okay. But then it kind of becomes dirt. But it has the red soil near Potosi at least. Good to know. And then we're just left with this stuff south of Potosi. Okay. Yes. South Potosi stuff might be annoying. I think there is a small stretch of road in Bolivia where you get salsa cacti. Yeah, I have no idea where that would be, Jeff. Maybe it could have been this stretch, but I have no idea. Doesn't surprise that there is some cacti that you get here in Salta, if that's the case. I feel there's a little bit of clouds peaking. I feel like I didn't really see much clouds peaking the other way, so maybe that's the thing to double check. I'm also not as used to applying like driving direction sometimes. Because I try myself to like pick up vibes and not just road directions as well. Okay, there is like some random bit here that I need to check. So what does this look like? So you got some unique kind of like weird C-shaped lamps on this road, I'm guessing. And then we have the super clear coverage. Yeah, I mean, and then I've got some random dugout area of sorts. You might need to DM me the link, Mitski. I can't see a message on here on Twitch. On the 5 south of Potosi, yep. Yeah, if you DM me, I'll have a look. It just won't go. It just won't go through on my Twitch. South of near Euro. Okay. Maybe I can find it by chance. Yeah, I mean, I might not bump into it very well. There is some sort of cacti here. This is probably what you meant. Yeah. Might have been that, but it's probably not the best view of one. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, yep. Yep, I know the cacti then, what you're talking about. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, here, for example. I mean, that was not as fluffy, but yeah, I mean... It's probably just that. Nice. And what did you send me? Yeah, I mean, that's a much better example. Yeah. Nice. We'll just copy this and see where it is. Near Euro. Okay, so it's like around here. Yep. Okay, thank you. Nice one. It's crazy how long this road goes on for though. Kind of crazy. Yep. And he gets some random red stuff. Yeah, I do need to give this time. Well, you see Queen of the Andes, which is probably more useless but cool. Sure, let's have a look. Oh yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah, I know, I've seen that before. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, I forgot what the name was, but yeah, I've seen that before somewhere. Don't remember where I saw it, but I remember seeing it somewhere. But yeah, very nice. Is it a road I did before? Yeah, it's the Is it the road I did before? No, I haven't done this road yet, I don't think. Oh, I did cover this road. I don't know. I think I covered that at some point. I'm gonna sneeze. It might have been Peru. It might have been Peru. Yeah. Right. So it stops at Todrapalka. Yeah, it's definitely needs revisits. So these roads are just long, bro. They're just long going through the hills. It's kind of can get quite frustrating to be clean with. But I think I covered everything now. It was this road again, weren't it? Yeah. So I need to like look at the main roads in the other areas that are not August. And then we'll quick recap August again, and then I will send like a party link for anyone who wants to play some Bolivia before I head off. Because I will be ending by 10 PM. Might be a bit earlier, a bit later, but yeah, let's just weigh up the obviously the one rows I don't care about. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's this road I need to revise. So wet road. Yeah, that should be free. I think that hill is the only area in... Yeah. Was it this area, right, you were thinking of? Like, with the Queen of the Andes, right? Is that what you're referring to? Like, towards this area. The Comanche Hills. Yeah. Got you. Nice one. Yep. Yep, so that's fine. And then this one's just... Need to remember. Main road. Yep, that's fine. Then it's the 5th next. I haven't done the 2nd. I haven't done the 2nd, but the 2nd is just the main road. The 5th is the main road until you get to Pacaya Maya, which I think I need to be careful of. Let's start at least. It's a nice road. Then it becomes white over the border. Then you get to the peak thing. Yep. And then we had we did the 3, we did the 5, the 4 we've done, the 2 we've done, and the 8. Yeah, let's just revise the 8 again. Yeah, this shit I need to make sure I don't forget about. So is it Pandora? Has some sunset stuff. I think I got hills kind of surrounding us here. Yeah, I need to be careful of that one. And this one's the concrete slab road towards these ones. And this is just a very strangely clear road, but has a similar vibe. Then get some random red stuff here, but it feels a bit different to the red stuff around here. Don't think I see anything. I've just seen a message. I'll be doing some party stuff for Bolivia practice for the areas we've done today. So you're welcome to join in for that if you would like, for fun. But I'm not planning to do 1v1s today, sorry. No. But if anyone wants to join in once I've just finished off flash recapping this coverage again, I'll be doing a few party games for this Bolivia coverage. But yeah. But yeah, there's no harm in asking, of course. But unless I'm really in the mood, it's probably unlikely until like the World League is well over, and if I've planned something very specific to do, it's probably unlikely I'm going to switch what I'm doing. But welcome Zenith. Yeah, so what is this one? It's Koipaza. And then this one is Chapaya. It's a bit more cloudy. Okay. Okay, right, I think that's fine. But then this is free. Yep, okay. I think I've done enough today, so let me just have a quick look at the tracker stuff that I generated ages ago, because I completely forgot about that. It's probably some that I'm not going to worry about. All this stuff I don't need to worry about, do I? No. It's like if some of the coverage was not tracker. Like, you know, like a vehicle or something. Because that's tracker. This one I don't think it is. So this is the Sajama National Park car again. I don't remember the park it's in. Yep, so that's fine. Also, NP said it could be handpicked, so I need to be careful. Yep. And then what is this area here? It's just tracker, it's fine. Again, tracker. It should just be that one, really. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that isn't tracker. That's a vehicle. That is a tracker, but a vehicle either. So it's just this one. Right. Okay. What do I do here? So I'm going to export. I'm going to add this as well to the map. That's tracker though. So let me just make sure I don't include the tracker bit. I'll export that. I'll add to the map. And then... So I need to just do creator, Bolivia, session 1. I'll call it. Yeah, I'm more of a guy that likes to learn areas of specific road learning, but yeah, I feel like I have to because everyone is Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, certain countries you kind of just have to, like, coverage learn. You just have to. I mean, Bolivia's just one I haven't really done, but it's, like I say, I do also enjoy, the long-term build-up of dense countries, but a lot of people just forget about the limited coverage stuff, or it might not even be like the whole country, maybe just like certain region of the country where you need to like coverage learn. Like it really can be like that. Right, I'll save that. I need to add the other JSON, I think. The normal coverage thing. And add it to this. And then I think we're good. 98,000 locations. I mean, you can't get more dense than that, can you, Jeffs? Right, yo. Just be aware that we're always facing the front of the car. But I'll send a party link, so let me just make sure. So Bolivia, what did I call it? Session 1. Okay. Yep, I'll send a link. So if anyone wants to join in with some Bolivia, feel free to join in. So I'll send the link out. I could send it without the BRB screen, actually. I just realised. Here's the link if you want to join in with the parties. We're doing this till the end of the stream. Anyone is welcome to play. All abilities. We're just chilling anyway. If you're just going to play just with low expectation, that's also fine. But it's just like if you guys want to join in whilst I play some more chill, laid back Bolivia with the areas we covered, you can. Now is the time you can play. So if anyone wants to join, I would recommend joining now. Like I say, it's a fair chunk of Bolivia. I know it's not including all of it, but it is a fair chunk. Like, it's all this, So if you want to join in, link is pinned in chat. Welcome in, Mayo. And I can't wave. I've got the chat off. Oh, Jeffington, DC. And anybody else want to join? Anyone's welcome. We are just chilling and vibing. Yeah, I can't wave, my friend. I can't wave. If I could, I would definitely wave. But yeah, if anyone wants to join, last chance. Otherwise, me and Maya will play, and then anybody else can just join at any point, Yeah, but we'll just do, I guess. We'll do 10k, I guess. Right, last chance to join, guys. We'll start in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, let's do it. Good luck, Mayo. Let's have some fun. I get chaotic, but we'll chill. Okay. Nice to try and remember where this bloody... It's like something like here or something. Over to the east, but there's not really any houses near, which is a bit weird. Yeah, okay. Remembered it well. Nice. But contest, I haven't really coverage learned Bolivia before, so it is new. Great. This is the stuff that I worry about. Is this the South Potosi stuff? I remember where it stopped. I think it stopped around here, didn't it? This is stuff that I worry that I might just completely mock the bacon. We'll see. Okay, it was the right road, just more south. That's fine. So far we've had a road streak or two. So far we've improved, which is good. So try to remember this in my head. I think it was more around here. Kind of bending west. Do you have the river close to us? Not really. That's quite a far away, but it's fine. I mean, 33 kilometers probably not even. Is that 4.8k on a global map? Like, I didn't want to be getting 4.9s on this country. So wasn't this? It was. I feel like I'm trolling here. Is it this stuff? Oh my days, I'm definitely trolling here. I think it was like something like this, weren't it? Yeah. Nope, I trolled. Oh my days, bro. Well, how do that road? I'm assuming this road doesn't have coverage. Did I just guess where it has no coverage? I'm assuming that's what's happened there. Yeah, it happens. This is weird. Sunset. What was the road I was thinking of? Shit. Is it this one? Where is this? Yeah. As you can see, I've still got a lot of room for improvement. What the hell happened there? I got confused. Last two rounds, I assume we just went on the wrong road. So 603 has no coverage, I'm assuming. So we'll take a look at that again. Yeah, so I think we guessed there's literally no coverage. So we should have sent the 12. So I guess Sabaya and Huachacalla. So the 12, yeah. If it's a 3-digit, it's between 2 and a 3-digit. It's the 2-digit, I guess. Best way to remember it. More legit, more likely to be covered. And then what was the other stuff what was the other round that we kind of mocked the bacon? I mean, this one was just right stretch. Oh, Jeff. Yep, to be fair. Like I say, you might pick up 5s more you play along. And anybody else can join in, by the way. Link is always pinned in chat. I'm just double checking this 4 road because I was a bit confused. As I thought we were on this road. Oh, was it this? Was it just a weird gravelly bit of this? Really? Was it? Chalapa. So Calapa is where I need to find this shit. I'm not on the right road. Where's Calapa? Wait. I wait, hold up. Yeah, it's easy. I'm being stupid. I completely forgot about the Calapa section. Yeah, it just was it was a weird road, but it makes sense. There's a lot of sunset on that road. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Right, I figured it out. Okay, now I'm paying attention. I was learning US car plates. Yeah, very fair, Chris Kamara. If anyone wants to join, they can join now, by the way. All abilities welcome. Anyone's welcome to join in and play. You don't need to expect to play amazing. Like, just chill, playing some Bolivia. Maybe you'll pick up the odd road or two. I mean, Mario, you're getting 3 games with Jeff, to be fair. Like, 1v1s. Good 1v1 Bolivia practice, to be fair. But yep. I mean, you might pick up some vibes, more rounds to play, because there's only so many roads, really. So, yep. Right, last chance, guys. I'll start in 10 seconds. And then we'll go again. Yep, GeoPeak and Adams welcome in. Me and Adams on the same team might be unfair. So maybe we should have one on each. But yeah, welcome in, Adams. I need to turn wave on. I'll shuffle. I don't know what's the point of me joining, but sure. I mean, for the culture, I reckon. Surely for the culture. I don't know anything. Well, you might pick up some roads then, I guess. You know. Let me get chat on so I can actually wave this time. There isn't really that many roads either, so it's quite doable. Am I being stupid? I've definitely been stupid with this guess. It's the one. I don't know what I was doing there. I for some reason I thought I saw water to the. I thought I saw water to the west, but then I didn't. Then I didn't realize for some reason I thought it was a lake to the west and the lake was to the east, but it was actually just a river that we were seeing. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. To be fair, it's crazy. Like, I'm surprised there isn't as much roads like outside of the paths, like near the paths, but not out that too close. Right. So it should be. I hope this has the coverage. Am I throwing this guess? I don't know. Yeah, I'm way too blue. For some reason, I thought like it was overcast for most of that road, and then it became clear. Have I misremembered? I must have misremembered the wrong way around, I guess, because I was like, this coverage doesn't make sense for here. Oh my days! It will click. That's the thing. You just start blowing up shit. That's the problem. Let's just knit here. Yep, nice, that's better, to be fair. But yeah, for context, Adams, I don't think I've learned any proper Bolivia coverage learning since like 2 hours ago, so today it's just the more western stuff. I'm gonna do the other stuff another time. Not gonna do too much at once, doing small patches. Right, hopefully I don't mock the bacon this time. I feel this isn't I remember being killed unless it's just outskirts Huacachilla or something. And I'm just trolling. Nope, it is the Huacachilla. Chakahilla Hills. Oh, Jeffrey Bay. That is unfortunate. I'm kind of mocking this road up a bit too often. What is this direction doing? Unless it's this or something, I'm confused. Might be trolling here, but sure. Yeah, it's just the one. Why is that not? Where's the other road? Am I blind? I thought it wasn't split. Was that road split, guys, or am I going crazy? I move my camera because you can't see our health. Right, okay. There's not even much buildings nearby. Try this maybe. I feel like I'm pretty good in Philly. I've been practicing it for 4 to 5 months now. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty That's pretty good. That's pretty good to hear. Yep, GG's. Welcome in, Oslem. Hope all is well. I mean, not like very, very good, but consistent in a way and some niche things. That's good to hear. Yeah, I mean, Philippines is definitely more of a long-term builder. But it's very hard to commit the time for it unless, like you say, right, I'm not going to do much else. It's a very difficult country to be super consistent with. But yep, if I want to join, link is pinned in chat. I will shuffle teams. Welcome in, Oslem. And yep, anyone is welcome to play. And we'll get going very shortly. Party day, yeah, it's just until before we're playing till 10. I was doing some Bolivia learning, so that's pretty much the gist. And you guys can join in. Like I said, I think I'm gonna like do obviously the stuff that I normally do, but whenever I do, I'll be like throwing some occasional coverage streams, and I'm gonna try and get Bolivia sorted. To be fair. Welcome in, Spalvinator. Are you joining? You can join now. It could be 3v3. If not, you're more welcome to just chill. But I will be starting fairly soon. So if anyone wants to join now. I will start in 10 seconds. Just to give you guys an early heads up. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, there'll be a delay. A bigger delay. So you probably need to join as soon as possible. Now, you happy lurking? All good. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Was it this one or was it different stretch? I worry about being more north, but sure. Oh, by the way, it's Bolivia only, by the way. It's only Bolivia. It's only Bolivia. I should have said. It's all good. You only just joined us. Yeah, it's all good. Harry are partying. Facts, Jeff. It's all good. I've got hide teammates guess on. But yeah. Yeah. If you want to join just to equal out, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, we're middle of the game right now, so you won't be able to straight away, but of course, 20 points. Yeah, these type of rounds I'm terrible at. Like, it's the one, but I don't. Well, I do that. I forgot Bolivia. Yeah, very fair. Yeah, for context, you pretty much avoid everything that's east stuff like La Paz, Oruro, and Potosi mostly. But Potosi, like the big cities are included, but not usually super dense. It's like a training kind of map. And this one, I am confused. I'm trying to remember where does it branch off? Yeah, there you go. Nice one, Adams. Yeah, I figured it out eventually. Yeah, I figured it out eventually. Yeah, definitely, for sure, Stevie G, definitely. I mean, like I say, I'm already noticing I'm improving just by just playing, giving it a little bit of the time, you know. Definitely. Yeah, I need to remember where the overcast stuff is. I don't remember where the overcast stuff for this is. Bending to the west, to the north. West to the north. It's a bit more north, isn't it? Nope. It's... I need to look at the coverage of this bloody road, because I thought that... I guessed there before with... No, wait. I saw overcast in the north side. I don't understand. I need to check that coverage. Think I'm misremembering things. Be a nice 5k there. But yeah, I kind of trolled as well. Unlucky Bez up. Skill issue. I don't like SRAM because... Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's probably going to be... I moved off the road. Does the road not even have coverage? I think it doesn't. No, it's not. It's dirt road. Yeah, I'm being stupid. I'll move off the 5k there for no reason. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeffrey Bay. It's unlucky. Does this even have coverage, this bit? Is there something else I'm forgetting about? There might be something I'm forgetting about here. Okay, I'm fucking up these rounds. Nice one, Adams. I'm fucking up this area. I need to sort this out. This is unacceptable. Let me have a look at this stuff. I'm muddling shit up. Yes, this is more clear coverage. This is overcast, so that's the mistake. It's overcast here. This is clear. So that's fine. But what the fuck is going on here? So this is overcast. So all of this is overcast, but it becomes suddenly clear somewhere. Oh, it's east of this Chalky Ridge, I'm guessing. And then there's this nice road. Ah, okay. Okay, I was just trolling, I guess. Yeah, I should be doing better than that, but learn from these mistakes. Shouldn't really be missing that road ever, really, like that. Yep. Right, if you want to join, link is pinned in chat. Anyone's welcome to play. Currently have a 3v2, it looks like. But we'll see. Don't know if GeoPig is returning, but he's welcome to join back if he wants to play some more. Well, yep, welcome in, Spalth. Yeah, I mean, GeoPig might be still here, I don't know. But yeah, yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, it is mostly like just for practice. I mean, you can just kind of test, see if you can pick up a couple of roads maybe if they come up a few times. But yeah, we'll be starting in 10 seconds, so make sure you're in if you want to play. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Hope to see some llamas. We'll see, Jeff. We will see. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Nice one. Is like the tab muted? Oh my days. Sorry about that. Didn't realise there was no music coming out. My bad, guys. I was wondering why it was sat. I did turn my headset. My headset was off. I didn't realise. But there was no sound on either. Yeah, this is the type of shit I'm bad at. Kind of on. Yeah, I don't really know where to send on this. Yeah, that's the stuff I'm not good at. Is like splitting this bloody one road, because like 77 kilometers is not great when you know the road. You're still that far away. You want to be clean with it at least. Also, lining up's important. You could just line it up and do better. Northwest road angle. I'm confused here. Is this just the main road again? I'm confused. Or is it actually the 16 actually on other thoughts? No, what am I doing? I'm wrong. It's just a 2 again, bro. I get so confused. So I think like, oh, it's a split road, and then it's not split. Then I don't send the 2 because it's not split. But it just sometimes it just looks like it's one road, I guess. Okay, hills to the northwest. Are we just here then? Probably. Could be another one, but it's probably just that. Yep. Cheeky 7. Okay, now I need to make sure I don't troll. Very bent. It's on a big bend. Okay. Adams is just, yeah, that's the bend. Didn't find it. Nice one, Adams. It's good 5k in practice. But I'm just too slow, bro. Random road branching off the north. Nice, okay, managed to find the bend. Good stuff. Okay, we get a lot on the main road. I guess it's just the way it's been generated. But then again, it should get some other roads in. Like I say, I mean, this road's probably going to come up most likely anyway in games, so it's not a bad thing that it's coming up. Something like this or something. Or am I on the wrong road? Why am I on the 4? I've just realised I'm on the 4. Yeah, GG. I'm trolling. Why was I on the 4? But I just went off the 1. Like, what am I doing? It's fine, I mean. It's fine. We'll live. Right, we've got 10 minutes. I want to play NMPZ, guys. So we'll do a couple games of NMPZ, probably, maybe 3 if we got time. But if you want to join, link is pinned in chat. And yeah, after 2 or 3 games, I'll probably call it. But it's been a nice, like, you know, 2-3 hour, you know, chill Bolivia stuff. I know we'll wait up part 2 another time. No compass merchanting, to be fair. To be fair, Jeff. Right, we'll shuffle teams. And good luck. And we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, to be fair, you got some nice 5Ks. But yeah. I'm going to take some sleep. Good night, Jeff. Yeah, definitely take it easy, man. And yeah, I mean, 2 to 3 hours is not... It's alright. That's not a bad amount of hours. But yeah, patience is key, man. Don't rush everything at once. But yeah, I just seen your message. But yeah, take it easy, man. Bro, where is the road I remember? What? Okay, I'm actually getting rage baited. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Right, now I feel like I'm getting rage baited. What is this angle? Should be getting this. I don't know what if I want to guess, bro. I'm just mad. I'm just mad. I'm just mad about round 1. Yeah, I just need to fucking. Well, I'm trying so hard not to tilt. What the fuck am I doing? Just completely brain farting right now every round. I should not be being this bad. It's fine though. I'll live. I'm being so dumb today, Jesus. I might be just being dumb anyway. I mean, who cares at this point? Okay. I should not have missed that Aurora round. I completely brain fired, but that was. I need to look at that road again that I keep sending that on that bloody main road. It looks like it's a white road, so I'm kind of confused what's going on there, to be honest. It's really throwing me off. Yeah, it's fine. Like, this to me feels like that road I guessed like before. I swear it's this road. Yeah, but this time I don't go south. Yeah, I should have gone south. Oh, my days. It's fine. That's not what I thought before, but then I completely fucked it up, so... It's unlucky. What's the angle? It's kind of going east and southeast. I think this had coverage. Right, okay, fair enough. Yo, thank you for the follow. For Forest, welcome in. Hope all is well. Yep, GG's. Yeah, let me have a look at the round I trolled on. I should not have muddled up the road I was on with Aurora. That is unacceptable. Because it was the angle. The angle threw me off. Was it... Wait, where was it? It was west of Aurora, weren't it? Yeah, that's a free road. That's a blunder. Okay, what was the road I kept messing up? Thinking of, yeah, wet road. Yeah, and it looks more similar to the one in the west. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be missing that road. And running it up with the other one. That's fine. We have time for one more, I think. So if you want to join, I would advise joining now for the last game. And then we'll call it. Like I say, I've done enough Bolivia stuff, I think, today. So one more game, and I think that'll do. Yeah, you're doing fine, Adams. I mean, there's not much coverage, so you've probably seen all these roads before. And if you roughly know where the roads are, you might not necessarily need to know what the roads look like to get them either. So I think you're doing as fine as you're doing solid, for sure. I am brand new to it, as like I've not learned anything really in Bolivia like this before. I think I've learned those roads like 3 years ago, but like the long tarmac roads, but I never really remembered which one was which after that. Yeah, that's the thing. You might know the coverage, but you might not know what road it's on. But if you know where the roads are, where the coverage is taken, then yeah. I mean, it was definitely 3 years ago. If it was blue, that was helping me out. It was probably 2-3 years ago at minimum. Not at the moment, no. But at some point, there probably will be. But I don't know if it's going to be very expansive. That's the thing. It might more towards the urban areas, but we'll just see. We'll see. Shit. I feel like it was this. I'm really worried that I might be being very, very stupid here. I'm going to send the wrong road after all that. Oh my fucking god. What is wrong with me today? It's literally the freest road of all time. I keep muddling. We guessed on the concrete slab road. I'm actually just not paying it. I'm just not thinking. It's fine. It is fine. We will copium dioxide. It's okay. Yeah. I don't know why I went south of Liar. It was definitely north of Liar. I just got confused. For some reason, I knew it wasn't the yellow road northwest of Liar, but then I guess where it didn't make sense anyway. For some reason, I remember it being on a white yellow road when it's obviously not a yellow road. That. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, what is this angle doing? North and a little bit northeast. What? The Jeffington? Oh no. So only angle I can find that works, I guess. Thought it would be more urban looking on that with all them kind of grids going on. To be fair. Northwest, a little bit west. Yeah, okay. I think I'm being stupid. What am I doing? I've lost my bearings. I might be trolling here, but I thought it was near Liar. Yeah, it's somewhere around that pocket. Yep, nice. I think just need to not have those massive brain farts on a couple of the main roads, and hopefully we should be good from there. Okay, well this could be 2 roads, great. But it's either this one or it's wait, no. This one or it's this one. I think it's might be this one. Nope, it's just... How is that the same? That I first swear that this road and this road just look the exact same. I swear there's no difference, to be honest. Alright, let's not troll with the bloody road this time. Should be this one. Ridge is kind of approaching us, but not... Yeah, probably just some... southwest, but... Yeah. Let's try this, I guess. Maybe. Yep, just between. That's fine. The noise will keep getting higher and higher and higher. When trike learning stream? Oh, Jeff. True. That would be definitely fun to do. But it definitely require a lot of brain power and a lot of preparation beforehand. It's definitely something that will need a lot of thinking and planning before jumping into it. You know, head first. But I'll definitely be interested in doing that at some point in the future for sure. Where am I going? Where am I going? It's the actual outskirts, but I don't know why I zoomed into that part. Where am I going? But what road was I thinking of then? Oh, I was thinking of the Coro road, and I just completely lost my bearings. Is it this grid? Southwest. It's not that grid. I'm confused with the coverage. Oh, it's that grid. Nice find, Mayo. Nice find. I didn't spot that. But yeah, I'll be definitely interested in that Renegade chicken. Just we could, you know, if you want to talk about like at some point. I don't know if you have Discord or anything. We can discuss about that maybe. But especially when I'm feeling a bit better after regionals, I think that'll be something I'll be definitely interested in weighing up. I might be trolling here. I'm a bit confused. I need to start sending the Coro. Because I keep sending too close to the junction. Right, we're near an urban area southwest. Sure, we're just like near here. Okay, that'll do. But this stuff is super learnable. That's one thing for sure. Like, this is really learnable. Like I say, with some coverage countries, like I feel like you got no excuse to not know it. And this is a good example of what I was on about. I think about how long I have really spent to learn this and how quickly I've picked it up. Oh, it's right in the centre. Oh my god. Yeah, we shouldn't have lost like that, but GG's. We're getting the idea. The main thing is we're getting the roads. We're getting the roads now, which is good. Obviously, the pinpointing and the lining up and shit needs to be better, but it was a good practice. I don't know if I missed any. Oh, well, this is the only round that we mega trolled on. Other than that, it was fine. Yeah, you get Argentina road lines. It's good for not the 12, is it? It's not the 12, is it? It's the 4. Yeah. So it goes towards yeah, this national park, which has the car tracker, I think, if I recall correctly. Yep. Yeah, like I say, it just tells you like it's very learnable. Bolivia. That's why I wanted to give it some time today. So for context, pretty much this is the roads we covered today. Like, think about like how many roads we covered. Like, yes, like if you exclude the urban areas, like yes, you know, La Paz, the urban roulettes is something for the future, but like really, like all the stuff that we know it's going to be not in the mountains, we've learned today, which is good. So yeah, probably another day, I'll probably try and get, you know, make sure I get like all the green area sorted, and then maybe like the stuff, you know, between Cochabamba and Sucre, and then maybe like some of these out of the way La Paz rounds I can try and have a more in-depth look at. So I think the more I can just like experience these coverage learnable countries, especially like leaving the urban till later, the better it'll be. The better, you know, the better it'll be for the future. So even if I don't recognize the road, you know, after a few months' time, I'll at least like I'll probably get a vibe at least. Yeah. I feel like anything besides middle is very easy. Yeah. That's why I want to like just make sure I'm not missing anything, you know. That should be easy. And yep, then yeah, I mean obviously the stuff like in the past can be a bit annoying. But I'll get to that when it's the right time. Yeah, the roads around Cochabamba, yeah. That's true. Definitely. That, like I said, like we were split into different days and attempts. I mean, the pavement, yeah, the different pavement, pavement roads. But I feel like it's breakdownable. And I think for the size of Bolivia, you don't want to be sending, like, I don't want to be sending outskirts Sucre on outskirts, like, I don't want to send, like, a road that's here on here, or a road that's here that's actually here, and sending something here that's actually here. Like, I want to be mitigating that, of course. But yeah, if you want a better look, like, this is the red is the remaining stuff we've got left to do. Like, I think, like, the green stuff here should be very doable. Then probably, like, way up. I'll probably way up La Paz at some point. Maybe not, like, trying to avoid, like, the urban area and just see if there's any sneaky roads. But yeah, for sure, like, Cochabamba's roads are pretty brutal. But compared to other countries, it's a lot more feasible. No. Is there a way that I can make them thicker? Is there a setting? Oh, yeah. Okay, I've sorted it. Yeah, I think for viewing this is better, but I feel sometimes like yeah. Why have I not had this setting on? Good point, Adams. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have that. I only just realised that till now. Didn't realise it was a strong setting. Okay, thank you for that. That makes it easy to see the roads. That makes it life easier. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like it's good to, like, see the roads from further out, I guess. But when you zoom very in, it can kind of get annoying with the what's it? Like the smaller roads, it might be not showing them as like, you know, I don't know, as showing a small roads. Like, this is, oh, that's a blobby area, but like, it just feels like it's the same. You could easily think like this is that same random jaggly road, whereas like if I do this, I can see better in detail like this is completely separate and probably is a different road. Especially from far out. But yeah. But if you want a rough like visualization, I'll decide what I'll do next when I next do Bolivia. But I feel like if we get some of the hilly stuff out of the way, like La Paz would be just good to get out of the way. It probably won't take too long. Some of the outskirts of La Paz stuff just gets used to certain like landscapes, some coverage I've just not really seen much or for a very long time, and just get that sorted. So I know what La Paz roads look like 100%, no room for error. And then maybe then just kind of spread more east. But if Cochabamba is very hard, then if that's something I don't want to do first, I'll probably try and get this stuff sorted, like Santa Cruz or like just these roads towards Santa Cruz and around Santa Cruz. It's probably doable. But this is a really good chunk. Like, obviously I'm not going to fail region guessing, but look, like, this is like 500 kilometers of distance, and these two roads, for example, could save you like easily 200 points. So yep. But to be fair, I might know most of the roads besides Santa Cruz. Yeah, to be fair, I really miss cities. Yeah, that's the thing, that there'll be an urban session as well. But I think that'll be something I'll leave till last probably. But yeah, Bolivia is very doable. That's why I want to kind of just get it give it some time, and then once it's done, then I'll move on to some other country, without putting that pressure. Right, yo. It is well past 10 o'clock now, so I'm going to call it there. The schedule, I think tomorrow, it's a US moving stream. I think I'm doing some moving attempts, and yep, we'll see how that pans out. Probably do a mixture of intersection guesser, accuser, and maybe some of this sort of stuff towards the end. But yep. Right, I think I will end the YouTube stream first. So thank everyone who's watching YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I should be back for tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys soon. So have a good one, everybody. And yep, good night. See you guys.